Politics, fashion, subjects that trend are all in the queue and mentions. Opinion, come and have a seat. You might find a treat or exclusive sneak peek. Double up, you all know what's up. Double up, we about to blow up. Double up, it's time to show up. Minion with opinion and all in the queue. Nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, minute pass on the test room. On the triple up. On the topic, big way for us to come through. Up on the crew, nobody gonna stop us. Double up on the topic, getting in the queue, nobody.
Well, good afternoon. If you would please like, subscribe, share. This is the Double Up. We will be bringing you your urban news today. So let me bring up my co-host, Minion Pinionite.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Y'all ready for the report? Y'all ready for the meeting?
Say hello in the comments. If you're in the comments, there's 13 of us in the room. Thornton Township starting this early. Oh boy. And you know that's right, Javar. Let me put this up so people can see.
Right.
Good afternoon, Justin Thompson. How are you? It is Super Quadrup and Minion Pinionite with your urban township news.
Hey.
What up, Finding Good? We are coming on. This is our pre-show because we know that Little Stank is about to have a meeting when there should be no meeting because the trustees have already released their press release stating that they won't be there at the meeting today, and they took certain actions so that they could pay the employees and to renew the health coverage for the employees as well. Right now, Minion, can you continue saying hello to everyone as I
Absolutely. Hey, GA girl from Georgia, what's going on? Finding Good. I see you said good morning. Where are you calling from? Where are you from? Because it's afternoon right here. Hey, Denise, what's going on? Denise Carter. And also, guys, if you are from a different location, let us know where you're at so we know where you guys are viewing in from. Also, before we get into the show, just to get some housekeeping out the way, guys, don't forget to like the video as you're coming in, like the video. Or if you want, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. I'm Minion with Opinion. My channel is the Minion with Opinion channel, so you guys can also subscribe to me as well. But we are super excited about this meeting today because, we're still basking in, the defeat of Tiffany. The hen was cooked earlier this week. So we have Washington, Washington State. We got Chicago in the house. What's going on, Chicago?
Let's see, Bella. Hey, Bella Marie. Yo. I'm here, friend. Let's get it into it. I'm working, but I'm here. I told you people was going to be working because Lil Stank, she always calls these meetings in the middle of the day. Bella, the next time I'm in Maywood, I'm going to hit you up. I come there twice a month, and I'm going to hit you up when I come there. CT listening. Love you live, sis. Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, Ventura.
Okay, I like this. Y'all come on in the room. New York is here.
In the house.
Y'all continue to come in the room.
New York.
We're going to get into the pre-show. We know that Little Stank was informed that the trustees wouldn't be there today because we'll get into it in a second, but we know she calls these things knowing full well that hello, Crystal from Plainfield, knowing full well that the trustees will not be in attendance, so there will be no quorum. And talk for a second, Minion. Somebody's coming in.
All right, no problem. She is the reporter. She is the super producer, so she has all the details about what's going on, y'all. I'm just spectating with y'all. So all the people that's calling in from, look, we got Florida in the house. All right, Leila, Clark, all you, I'm with y'all. I'm on the same side.
Okay, I'm back. So we know that Little Stink, when she gets upset, she calls these meetings so that she can campaign and she can complain. Campaign and complain. Those are the things that we're going to be listening to this afternoon. I think Critical Smoker is going to be live. If not, maybe Reality Check TV will be able to be there. But I think Critical Smoker said he was going to be there. So we'll check. We'll have to check back. I do have an update. I did get in touch with someone for the trustees to find out what is actually going on and what things mean. Because they put out a press release asking for something, and so I will clarify that, and will look at that. Let's see. Hold on. Me too, working and listening because I want it hot off the press. No replay. I know that's right, but I'll take a replay when I can get it though. Do you think Tiffany is going to show up? Absolutely, she's going to show up. Absolutely, she's going to sit down and act like she didn't know the trustees were not coming. She's going to do her usual, well, y'all won't have no quorum, ain't no quorum. So I'm just going to talk. So if you won't sit here, then just sit here and you can listen. But I'm going to talk. And then she's going to begin to talk. And it ain't going to be about the trustees this time. It's going to be about that caucus. I guarantee you, because
and Mr. Harris,
he was double shamed at that caucus. Okay,
baby.
Seen that video there. I went to the caucus and did a few interviews afterwards. So that
I actually got a highlight from when you went from the video that you did. I should have sent it to you. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Justin said, don't. That's right, Justin. Don't forget to smash the like button. Yeah, and Critical Smoker did say, I did speak to him, and he said he was going to be live today. So we'll just try to keep an eye out for him. And Bella, tell Noah, I'm sorry, he can watch the replay. Shout out to Noah when he's watching this replay. All right. That's why she didn't go live on Facebook afterwards. Yeah, because she went and set this special meeting afterwards so that she could boo-hoo and cry in front of the residents in Township and really the world, because she knows that the media is going to definitely show up.
It's like she doesn't get tired of making an ass out of herself, because it doesn't really matter what she said. Nobody likes you, sis. Everything you say, people just gonna make fun of you.
Let's get into this visual because time is getting short. It's 1:40. We know that Lil Stank is always on time for the township meetings because she don't get dressed for them, and especially not this one in the middle of the day. She gonna have on her township shirt, and that's about the long and the short of it. She might not even have on my makeup or no eyelashes today. So y'all get into this visual. What I'm gonna do is
smoking a blunt right now in the BMW.
All right, I put us behind the visual. You can still talk. Yeah, let us know that y'all can still hear us, but you can see the visual. I want everybody to be able to see the visuals on the screen, big. I'm looking on my phone right now, and it looks amazing. So we're going to get into it. Can you all still hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me and Minion talking. Minion, say something for the people so they can.
Hey, nah. That's gonna be.
I'm so dead. Finding good. Yeah, I don't even think she made the notice, but don't nobody care because the trustees knew that they were not going to attend this meeting anyway. So let's get into it. Let's get into this first slide, which is the agenda. This is the same agenda that she been putting together. The 100% tax rebate for the homeowners, bonuses for the employees, her and Robert's name on the bank account, the workman comp insurance, insurance and liability insurance, Alliant insurance approval for some cyber. It says cyber insurance proposal. Wonder why they got to get a cyber insurance policy. Let that sink in. And then fill the vacancy of the township seat and then give the person the oath of office. Then she wants to prove the audit by the audit firm. She want to give her supervisor report and have public comment. All right. Now let's get to the trustees' immediate release, and then I'm going to give you the response that I received about what this means. In a decisive move to protect critical resources or critical services and benefits for Thornton Township employees and residents, the Board of Trustees has requested a consensus vote on the township's insurance renewal. The proactive measure aims to ensure uninterrupted coverage while prioritizing transparency and accountability to the community. Historically, the township's insurance renewal has been managed through auto renewal. However, the supervisor has emphasized the importance of board's active engagement in the process this year. This shift underscores the board's commitment to deliberate decision-making that reflects the best interests of Thornton Township's constituents. We strongly encourage all board members to vote yes on this consensus measure, said Trustee Carmen Carlisle. By approving the insurance renewal promptly, we can avoid lapses in coverage and maintain essential protections for our township. The consensus vote represents a temporary solution to ensure the continuity of benefits while preserving the community's right to participate fully in the nomination and voting process for a new trustee. Trustees have cautioned against short-term appointments that could lead to unilateral decision-making and jeopardize the township's stability. To maintain public trust, the board has committed to sharing the results of the consensus vote and email correspondence regarding the insurance matter. The final ratification of the decision is scheduled for discussion at the next board meeting. This measure not only secures critical coverage for our township, but also reflects our dedication to transparency, accountability, added Trustee Chris Gonzalez. We stand united in our responsibility to serve and protect the interests of Thornton Township. The Board of Trustees remains steadfast in its mission to uphold the integrity of township operations and to foster trust and collaboration with the community. All right. Now that I have read that, let's talk about what all of that means, right? So in a portion you heard about unilateral decisions. So in layman's terms, that means they want the residents to be able to choose, so that little state can't appoint somebody that will give her the sole power to decide what is happening. Because if they allow her to appoint someone to that seat that is for Tiffany and will rubber stamp everything she wants, then that means Little Stank has sole power over the board and the decisions that are being made. That's the first thing. Second thing is, let's talk about what the trustees asked for. In layman's terms, this is what they requested. They requested the consensus vote to approve insurance via phone or email, to approve the insurance, then ratify it at the next meeting. So they have asked to be able to vote via email or phone Those are the two choices, email or phone, so that they can get the insurance paid and approved and the employees paid, and whatever else that essential that needs to be paid. Something that essential, I just saw Critical Smoker go live, essentially needs to be paid. Okay, so that is what the trustees are asking for. And they're asking for that to be able to do that via email or phone. And then at the next meeting, when they attend the next meeting, then they will ratify it if need be. Okay. But at the next meeting they attend, it will be in the residents' hands to vote for a trustee to fill that seat, period, because time will have elapsed. What's your thoughts, Minion?
I mean, I think they're doing what they got to do to make sure that she don't get, the say for the trustee. I think that's the right thing to do.
Trina is trolling us today. Trina, what you talk about? What letter? What letter, Trina?
What'd she say?
I don't know. She asked who wrote the letter, but she'll clarify there. When I see it, I'll talk about
Hey, Trina, what's going on? And Shanita.
Hey from Germany. Hey from Texas. Hey from Georgia. Hey to everybody that just entered our room. Now that is what the trustees asked for. Does everybody understand what the trustees asked for? That's what they asked for.
And they're just asking for the community to be the ones to decide and make a vote, right? For
the trustees. Now, as far as she's claiming that bills aren't getting paid and this needs to be done, they're asking to vote via email or phone just to pay the bills. Whatever bills need to be paid, employees, all of that. Okay? Whatever bills need to be paid.
Tiffany did appoint Carmen Carlisle, and so that's one of the reasons why it's funny that Carmen is actually going against Tiffany and telling her, a lot of the things that you're planning on doing, I'm already privy to. So of course I'm not going to go along with it. I already know what angle you're coming from. So it's good that Carmen Carlisle was appointed by Tiffany. She got the inside scoop.
And Trina, we're going to be respectful over here. We're going to be respectful over here. Now, Dr. Nikita was hired to do a job, and she did that job when she was working with Tiffany. Okay? We're going to remain respectful over here.
Oh, Lord.
How's she blocking an appointment, and she was an appointment, and she ain't on the new slate? Okay, first of all, she's blocking an appointment. I don't know if she's blocking an appointment or she is using the political, the political rules that are available to her to allow the residents to vote. Now, Trina, you be over here talking about the residents can't speak. Now, I find it funny. You should be the first one saying, I find it funny that she is
trustees.
I find it funny that Carmen is trying to allow the residents to have the power, and she's not taking the power for herself, and nor is Chris. So y'all find anything to complain about. She's not blocking an appointment. She's allowing the residents' voice to be heard.
Now, Trina,
that's what y'all been screaming about.
That's what y'all been screaming about now. Not Tiffany, but the people.
She getting paid and telling a lie. She's scared now. It's a boycott. Trina, I can't deal with you today. Please don't make this show about Trina trolling. She's annoying. Carol, we got other business to do. But Trina, thank you for tuning in. We're respectful over here. Okay. But yeah, they're trying to put it into the residents' hands this time, no matter what either one of them did. And I feel like that is the proper thing to do. If you're saying that you are sorry for your previous behavior, this is something that love you too, Trina.
Love you too,
Love. This is something that they can do to show that they are sorry and that they are now beginning to do what is right by the residents. Let's just move forward in that. Trina said, hit her up, man.
I got you.
Sometimes, Ms. Nels, yeah, let's go on because we got a few more things to go through because Critical Smoker is now currently doing his pre-show, and once she comes in the room, we're gonna flip over to him. Okay, so let's go to our next thing that I wanted to discuss. Now, let's discuss this caucus a little bit. Let's discuss the caucus, okay? I believe this was early in the morning, early hours of the caucus. Napoleon Harris sent out a press release from his desk, and let's read that.
Hold on, before you read that, let's shout out Carol, who's a new member.
Hey, Carol! Yay!
Go,
Carol! Let me take this down, Carol. Woo, woo. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol. Carol, we will be having some private interviews, whether it's 2 or 3 or 4 of us. We'll be in there talking to a few people privately. You want to be in the room for that. Thank you for joining.
That's right.
Okay. Now, so let's get back to this press release that Napoleon released the day of, and it was the early morning, so you still had time to regroup, because you see what the title of this is. You may not be able to see what the title of this particular slide is. It says professionalism versus buffoonery.
Not buffoonery.
And I did, because this is what you say. This is what happened. So the press release that Napoleon sent out from his desk says, "Dear Democratic constituents of Thornton Township, as your Democratic committeeman, I am writing to clarify the purpose of the upcoming Democratic Caucus meeting and address the misinformation being spread within our community. The purpose of the Democratic Caucus is simple yet critical: to nominate the next slate of Democratic candidates to run for office in Thornton Township. This is a vital part of our democratic process, providing an opportunity for constituents like you to come together, make informed decisions, and help shape the future of our community. As your Democratic committeeman, my priority is to ensure this process is conducted fairly and transparently. Our goal is to nominate candidates who will serve our community with integrity, dedication, and a true commitment to the values we hold dear. Misinformation campaigns and divisive rhetoric have no place in this effort. I encourage you to stay informed, participate in the process, join us in making decisions that reflect the best interests of Thornton Township. Together, we can ensure our community remains strong, united, and focused on progress. Thank you for your attention and your continued dedication to our democratic principles. It is important to note the Democratic, hold on, my glasses, y'all. Give me a second. Democratic Caucus is scheduled to begin at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Make sure, please note of the correct time to ensure you are able to fully participate in this important democratic process. I remain committed to providing transparency and accountability to all residents of Thornton Township. Let's work together to ensure this process reflects the honesty and integrity our community deserves. Thank you for continued engagement and dedication to our township. I look forward to seeing you at the caucus as we nominate candidates who will truly serve and uplift Thornton Township.
All right.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. Was released in the early morning hours. So you had plenty of time. I believe this was released by 9 or 10 o'clock yesterday. Caucus is 9 till 7. Said that the doors will open at 6:30. Now, this is my question. This is what I'm going to ask you. If you know you're going to a concert that's going to be packed and there's no assigned seating, what do you do?
You sit in the bus until everybody in line has finally entered into the concert room, then
I'm dead.
You mosey your way on in, and
I'm dead.
You get the best seat.
Pinionite, Mr. Pinionite, I'm dead. Okay, what do you do when you are going somewhere? Let's take Black Friday. All of these stores say they open at 6 a.m. Why do people be lining up at 5 a.m. in front of the door?
Hello.
Because they want to get in and make sure that they get their Black Friday item that they wanted, right?
Right.
So why would you show up when the doors open, knowing goodness well people going to be already lined up?
Baby, if that was my supporters, they would have been out there, walkers, crutches and all. Y'all better get y'all ass in that line.
That part, Javar, I'd rather stand in line and wait than to just say, okay, the doors open at 6:30. I'm gonna get there at 6:30. Child, you and who else? Because you might not get in. You're gonna get there early, right? And you're not gonna let nobody tell you these my tickets I buy. And I'm not gonna let you tell me what to do, when to get there, how to conduct myself. Right?
If they were gonna make a scene or cause a scene or cause any commotion, they should have did it at 6:30 because they wasn't able to get in, not at 7 something because they're not inside the building. You had enough time to get in.
Well, this is my thing. These seniors can stand out there and wait for the doors to open for Big Bingo. Make it make sense to me why they was not able all of a sudden to stand outside.
But you want to know what the thing is? It was for your super mayor, your supervisor, the one that is the reason for you having Big Bingo. So y'all should have stood your asses out there, even if y'all don't wait for bingo.
Who gonna sit up there and listen to the person who's normally loud and wrong? It ain't gonna be me. I'm not gonna sit up there and listen to somebody who normally be loud and wrong. Okay, this is a person who gonna hire 2 lawyers, one of them who is on probation and can't practice, and the other one who is a criminal attorney and not a municipal attorney. Now you gonna listen? That's who you're gonna listen to.
Look, them old people came in that bus with Tiffany to support her, or they came to support her. Now, my thing is, how much support do they have for her? Because they the reasons why they get roofs. I mean, she the reason why they get roofs. She the reason why they lawns get mowed. She the reason why they eat. She the reason for Big Bingo,
which is a whole lie, because these things was taking place before she even got to the township. Okay, she might have changed the name, but these services is the same.
They should have been in that line. That's all I'm trying to say.
Mr. Troy, thank you for tuning in. I think this is my first time seeing you. Welcome. Yeah, and this for me too. I still have issues with her using the township bus for a personal campaign moment. Did she rent them from the township? Because if she did, she should have paid for it out of her campaign funds, if that's what she was trying to do. Everybody doesn't work on the Hilliard time. That's it right there. Let's talk about it. Now, these
Does
were the
the event
rumors.
stop you from getting into the building at 6:30?
No, it did not, because
okay.
When 6:30 came and I got there probably right at 6:30, they were still checking IDs and letting people in the building at that point when I got there. My thing is, he didn't have an event. The Democrats of Thornton Township had an event, and if you are a registered Democrat in Thornton Township, you got the email. There were 2 seniors outside standing in front of me who said they got the email for the event and didn't come. And then they were standing out there saying that they should have came. They were like, we should have, when we got the email, we should have came.
Look, Tiffany didn't plan this one out.
My thing is,
and the thing is, everybody making such a big deal. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
The thing is, everybody making such a big deal, but this is the same game that Tiffany plays every time she does something slick. How do you think she got the thing passed to have the next supervisor salary drop down to $25,000 by locking people out and hoodwinking and bamboozling people, doing a 5-minute meeting, and bam, now the next supervisor salary go down to $25,000 if it ain't her. She do that all the time.
To me, this is the same thing she does at Thornton Township.
And
whenever they have a meeting and she's upstairs in the boardroom and it's not enough seats for everyone, and it's people down, she send people downstairs and then want to hold a meeting upstairs.
Right.
That's right. To me, it's the same.
Ain't that what she did to Stephanie Wiedemann? Told them that the meeting wasn't there and they went downstairs real quick and had the meeting. That's what I'm talking about.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing she does in Dalton. When she put out the 40 seats, she let her people in the back door, and then she go to the front door and make the residents go through the metal detector, and then most of the seats are already filled.
And ain't nobody raising no hell about Dalton Village Hall. Goddamn, the whole building closed except for a little 6x6 entrance that they gotta do all their business at. Ain't nobody talking about that. And that's still going on.
I have another question too. When you're running for office or anything of that nature, should you not have a strategy or a plan about how you're going to address things?
Right. Or somebody that has the plan for you.
I mean, you can't always be playing defense. Sometimes you should be playing offense and you make the other person play defense.
She just can't stand the dose of her own medicine. That's what it is.
I'm just saying, you didn't think that out, little stank.
See, that Delgado used to keep her ahead of the trustees.
And if he was still getting paid, see, that's why little stank need to realize who's her friends and who's not her friends, and who's going to leave her when it come time to leave her. Because if he was her friend, he would be working whether he get paid or not. Just like Oldison and them do. They haven't got paid yet neither. And they keep getting put on the agenda to be fired. So my thing is, if Delgado was still her friend and still her counsel, he would have been all over this. He would have been like, let me see what you got. Then he would say, "Oh no, little stank. You don't have everything you need, little stank. You better scramble." And then he would have helped her. He would have helped her find somebody for her slate. He would have helped her. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you have to have a strategy and a plan. And if you're outmaneuvered, you're just outmaneuvered.
The problem with Tiff is that everybody that's around her is only her friend when she can benefit them. And the moment the heat starts to get, the kitchen starts to get hot, they all out of that motherfucker.
You don't have anybody over there with a political mind. So you already behind the 8 ball.
She got Keith. Keith, he think that Keith Price think he the.
She got who?
He think he a political encyclopedia.
She got who? This the same man
I'm
with a
telling you.
noose on his logo for he got who? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me so much.
He was ready to do
so
that little news interview.
You playing with me so much. And listen, whoever cut up that video and had him repeat saying, this is the biggest, I'm finna come get you. Okay? Because that was crazy.
That was too funny.
That was crazy. But listen, you have to have a plan and a strategy as a political person. Now, this is the question that I want to put forth to the room. We in the boardroom today. You see me and Minion, we on our newscaster stuff. Y'all like the way we matching? Today's color was purple. Today's color is brought to you by purple.
Right.
Okay? But listen.
What's up, Big Ob?
Hey, Big Ob, what's going on? Listen, this is the question I want to put forth. What does Napoleon have to really gain? Nothing. Because he's going to get in this seat and totally have to, first of all, be accountable to the residents, because they're going to accept nothing less than transparency from anyone who sits in this seat going forward. So he's going to be absolutely being berated by the residents during public comment for a whole year. And let me tell you why I say that. Because he's going to need to audit every last single department before he can even do anything. While y'all worried that this man is worried about money, Napoleon owns a restaurant in out there in Harvey, I believe. This man used to be an NFL player. So let me know.
I mean,
but these are the things that he's going to have to do before he even gets anything done in Thornton Township. So let's
be very clear. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Let's be very clear. And I see Trina just put in that, and somebody else I saw earlier said that money, and he has an entire bag to gain. Whoever gets this position, first off, the entire township is going to have a magnifying glass on this person. They're not going to be able to get away with anything. You know what I'm saying? And then, like she said, they're going to have to clean up and just figure out what the fuck was going on all these damn years first, and then try to figure out a way forward. Y'all putting too much on the salary and the money part. Anybody, to be honest, would have been a better fit for the township than Tiffany, in my book. So I think that y'all, whoever's going against this man is crazy, really, and
my
just
thing is,
wants to argue.
You all wanted somebody to do something. And let me go back and thank you, Love, helping out for the super chat. I definitely appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Let me go back to this. You all, I'm not understanding. You all want something to be done about Tiffany, and then when something is done, that's not something that you want.
Right.
You have a person who's willing to step into the fire. The way he banged that gavel and said, "Yeah, out of order, ma'am," tells you right there that he is equipped for this battle. Okay, that tells you. And me, if I had to bet on anybody, it would be Napoleon, because he's an ex-NFL player. What that mean? He's used to being in the gridiron. He gonna get down there in the dirt, and he gonna meet you head to head on the field and ask you what.
What's up?
And that man is built
like Nikki,
like a whole brick wall.
What's up?
Okay, a whole brick wall. So I feel like you all wanted something done. This man decided, and he didn't decide by himself. I don't feel like this was a situation where he decided alone. Did you all not see Thaddeus Jones from Calumet City standing beside him? Did you all not see Sydney Moore, who was actually wanted to run for supervisor as well, standing beside him? There were so many people. Cleo Jones, the president of the Dalton Park District, who once formerly supported Tiffany, he was in the room standing with Napoleon. So I'm just saying, you all wanted something done. Harris is moving to be U.S. Senator or governor in a couple of years. Thornton is a stepping stone. It definitely is a stepping stone, but that's what you do in politics. But should we not be grateful that he's going to first clear up this mess out here in the south suburbs and leave it in the hands of someone who's going to be capable, but he's first going to stabilize the township? Should he not? Should he not do that? I mean, it's a question. I'm trying to look and see. Okay, no, they still haven't started. That's the question that I'm gonna ask. This man was willing to say, okay, I'll do it, and it's fine. What I'm gonna do is I'll clean up the township. We'll get the finances back on board. So at least that, once everything is all said and done, I can go and lobby in Springfield to bring grants back to the township. And you all can go on and propel the township forward. Even if he has a right to have other aspirations, to want to be a governor or to want to be Speaker of the House. He has a right to have those aspirations. Now, all of a sudden, he's under the microscope for his aspirations. How are aspirations and goals a problem? These are the things that I'm wondering. Okay, because Tiffany had the opportunity to be something great. She had the opportunity to be the first young person to make other young people want to participate in government, and look what she did.
I think she did that, though. I think there's a lot of young people that's looking at government like either two things. They looking at it from the perspective of Tiffany, like, damn, I could get over on the with tax people pay people money like this. Maybe I'm in the wrong field. So you got those that's probably looking at Tiffany like that's an easy come up. Now I'm about to get into politics. And then you got the people that's like, you know what? We can't have people like this in politics. We can't have people like this running cities and as mayor. So I'm going to get in politics. So I think that she definitely made that type of impact, but just not in the way that you described it as, because, it's not like she's an icon or legendary, or you know what I'm saying? She didn't do anything
right, but
great.
Look at the opportunity that she squandered. If she had did this correctly and been above board, right? She gonna make mistakes, yeah, because she young and she don't know. Fine. But if she had did this mostly correctly, she could have even created a new party to oppose the Republicans and the Democrats. And it could have been the young whatever. And they could have changed the systems, turned this world upside down. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel
and let's be clear. I think that nothing happens that's not supposed to happen. So Tiffany, she got the chance that she was going to be given. God knew what he was going to do, because there's no way that anybody could really think that Tiffany Henyard was going to be the next Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, or anything on that level. Let's be clear.
I never felt like she was going to be the next Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks, but I do feel like she could have.
She don't have the potential to even be a fucking.
She does. Now stop it.
She don't.
Now stop it. She did.
If you listen to her talk, she don't have the potential, because she don't want to do that. That's not what she want to do.
Listen to what I'm saying. If she had have listened to wise counsel, she could have been all of those things.
She wasn't brought up to be those things. She was brought up to be what she is.
She just was stubborn and was not willing to listen. And she's still not willing to listen, because look at what happened to her at the caucus.
And
She's
she
still
thought she
not
was
willing
about
to
to
listen.
still get in with a landslide.
It's the people that you surround yourself with. And she herself is not a person who will listen. She thinks she knows everything. You
First
can't be a
off,
person like that and be in politics, because you have to absolutely learn from other people.
well, I'm not saying that you have to talk proper or, talk like a scholar or anything like that. But her vocabulary and the way that she talks shouldn't even be acceptable as a child. If you have a child that's talking like that, you should be correcting them every time they say that stupid ass shit. And the fact that she's doing it at 40 years old, to me, she was never raised to be in a position of power. And
So
so
what you're saying
what
is she don't have the capacity to learn, which I
no.
don't feel
I
is.
don't think she has the capacity to be the person who needs to be in office. She has the capacity to learn a lot of things. I think she's learned a lot of things since she's been in office, but I don't think that she should be in office.
Listen, I accept being wrong, but I'm not that type of thinker. I am a person who thinks on the positive side of what you could be. I'm a potential person. I'm a person who
She
thinks
has
that if you listen, if you are a person who is willing to take coaching and who will listen. Look, I'm going to give you a prime
reality
example.
TV.
TD Jakes, when he first began speaking, was a horrible speaker because he was from the backwoods of West Virginia. He got under the tutelage of these higher up, these bishops that had been in ministry a long time. And guess what they did? They mentored him. They got him speaking help. They got him
Clothes and everything.
clothes. They got him all kinds of help. And guess what he did? Took it.
Right.
He took it and he applied it to himself. He applied it to his life. And now look at him.
But do you think that it has something to do with his upbringing as well? The reason why
No,
he took it?
for me, upbringing don't have nothing to do with whether you're going to listen or not, because that's a personal choice. Whether you're going to listen to somebody or not, that's a personal choice. Because in some things, I'm just not going to listen to people. I'm just not.
Well, what I'm saying is, and when I say he didn't have to necessarily have a good upbringing where he had a mom who, paid attention to him and all the other stuff, but maybe he had a hard life that motivated him to say, you want to know what? I have to get out of our situation by any means necessary. And so if listening to these people is what I have to do to get out of my situation, then that's what I'm going to do.
I don't feel like she's doing that. She's just not.
She don't have that situation though. I feel like she's okay with her upbringing. I feel like if she could still live the same life she was living. If that was
true, then why was she listening to Delgado when she was in his seat? And when she was listening to Delgado when she was in the seat, I ain't gonna hold you. She was whipping things around.
Because he corrupt.
Because
he was saying talking the language that she speak.
No,
corruption.
because he was advising her and she was listening. Let me answer this question. Q, it's not that simple. Tiffany is a liar, a thief, evil, a fraud. How can you see that? Listen, I see that just like God see that in all of us. We might be liars, thieves, frauds, all kinds of things, but God still decides to wake us up every morning and bless us and give us another chance. That's how I can see it.
So she need to humble herself, like Shanita said. Basically,
that's me, and she do, and she does. But that's me. That's why I can see that, because you have the opportunity. You have the opportunity to do that if you want to.
If she didn't want to, because she had the opportunity. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying she had the opportunity to do it. It was there, whether she chose to do it or not, and she chose not to. But she had the opportunity to.
I'm glad she chose not to, because like I said, I would have never even known about half the shit in politics that I know now, because I wasn't into, the political news or anything like that. So I appreciate what she did. Thank you, Tiffany.
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not thanking her for nothing. because I would know, because right now in
But
the state that she's in right now, you can't even thank her because she's gonna turn that into something totally different. Okay, so look, and Judge Petty, she's Summa Kool-Aid. She's Summa Kool-Aid, not nothing else but that. Listen, Judge Petty is in the chat. If you all have not subscribed to her YouTube page, please go over there and do so. She has some great videos over there. If you want to know the meat and the potatoes of some other things, like ARPA funds, those types of videos, she have them over there for you. She breaks down a lot of things. Okay, we all have a lane in this YouTube thing. I am not a hater. I don't have no beef with nobody. Y'all go over there and support her. Okay.
And we love Petty, so
yeah. I mean, I'm not sure that she's petty.
really
No,
petty.
she putting out the receipts. I don't be seeing nothing petty about it, but I hope she get there one day, because baby, listen,
we need some petty.
Maybe we need to teach her how to throw a little bit of shade, just a little. She's very, we'll teach her how to throw a little bit of shade. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go to Keith's. This lady, it's 2:22. This lady's still not downstairs. Y'all want to see? Okay.
Oh, she on her Dalton. She on her Village of Dalton shit now. She like,
I'm gonna show you. And she's trying to act like she didn't know they was coming. She knew they wasn't coming. They told her. That's the room currently live. That's it.
She a stupid hoe. She a stupid hoe.
I can't deal with you. Okay. Now let's get into Keith Price's press relief. Jesus. Makes no sense. I just want to know who in the world puts a noose on their logo. All right, let's see. Let me make sure. Okay, the meeting has not started yet. I'm making sure that the meeting has not started before I start reading again, because this dude definitely long-winded. Okay. Nope. She's still not sitting in the seat yet. All right. Jody. Let's try to get through this.
Amber, you have an amazing day as well.
Who have an amazing day?
Comment right ahead of Jody's. It says she was leaving.
Okay, Amber. Sorry. Go ahead. Get back to work.
Don't get fired over Tiffany.
Henry is I can't. We're gonna go back to some of these comments. Million, can you see when you highlight the comment, it puts a star? If you want to go back and highlight some comments that we need to go back to while I'm reading this, then you can do that. Okay. All right. This is KP's letter, which is on I don't know what side of the screen it's on for y'all. I think the right side. All right. He says, "Dear Democratic constituents of Thornton Township, I write today to express my concerns regarding the Democratic Caucus meeting scheduled for tonight. While I respect the importance of participating in the democratic process, I firmly believe that this caucus undermines the rights of voters in our community. This is the first time in 20, and it was actually 30 years, 30 years that the type of caucus has been held in Thornton Township, and I believe it represents a troubling departure from the inclusive practices we should be striving for. Our area already experiences one of the lowest voter turnouts in the Southland, and deceitful tactics like this prey on our residents, making it even more difficult for them to participate in the process. It's especially concerning that the committeeman, along with his slate of candidates, had constituents sign petitions for the February election, fully knowing it would not be an election, but only a caucus. This tactic is not only deceitful but misleading, as it gave voters the false impression that they were supporting a legitimate election process. This undermines the trust in the system and disenfranchises those who wanted a fair opportunity to participate. In a typical election, registered voters have the opportunity to early voting over a period of 3 weeks leading up to the actual election day. This caucus, however, does not provide such a mechanism, and as a result cannot represent the interests of the 13,000 plus voters who would normally participate in the election process. To me, this tactic represents the largest form of voter suppression I have personally witnessed. Had our Democratic committeemen filed the necessary paperwork by August 13th deadline, all voters would have been able to cast their ballots for the candidates of their choice. In addition, many of them running alongside the committeemen would have been able to file the proper petition sheets required for the February primary, allowing for a more open and inclusive process. It is my belief that the absence of these important voting options disenfranchises people we seek to serve. I urge you to consider the long-term implications of such actions on our democratic process and the future of our community. Thank you for the attention to this critical matter. Sincerely, Political News. Okay, my question. This is question one. This man says that this is an unfair tactic. However, this is the man that is sitting in a seat that was not even agreed upon by the trustees.
His whole career is not agreed upon by the trustees.
You're sitting in a seat that you're not even supposed to be sitting in because you were not approved by the board. But yeah, you're sitting here telling us
that and then he'd be raising his voice too. He'd be disrespectful.
Then telling us that the caucus is not fair. Yeah, you're sitting in the seat that you were not approved to be in by the board. Make it, y'all get in these comments.
Talking about the biggest fraud.
Okay, y'all get in these comments. That's the first thing for me. You should not even be speaking because you were never supposed to be speaking. You still haven't been approved by the board. I don't even know how you're getting paid because the board did not approve you. But yet you're writing a letter about things that are unfair to the residents. I'm confused.
And then you every damn event, y'all using the damn township to resources, knowing that you're not supposed to.
Tracy K, okay, and Black Pearl, good afternoon to you. We didn't have to come live so early because this child gonna call a meeting at 2. It's already 2:28, and she's still not sitting at the table. Anyway, that's the first thing.
You remember when the sheriff's office was blocking the lawn from her being able to get on the damn the school lawn?
Uh-huh.
And her Keith Price out there talking about how this is illegal, and he do this. He just like Tiffany. He say the same thing, just like her.
But she's sitting at the seat. Okay, she's sitting at the table. She's sitting at the table with the Farrah Fawcett hair on. Let's get in here. Baby. And then we'll come back to the rest of our commentary if you guys feel like you want to stay and listen to us. Let me change this. View up.
Say, is the volume on?
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Should we be at the bottom? No, because you can't see us. There we go. Okay, let me turn the volume on. Boop. I got the volume on, but I still don't hear anything. Is something wrong with his volume? I don't hear anything. You see me turn
I want to go make some coffee my damn self.
Child. It is 2:30. We still sitting here. I don't hear. See, this is the thing. This is what happened last time. That
Miss Thing got her
okay, there you go.
Good evening or good afternoon. Thank you.
Not the Farrah Fawcett hair.
Those that are here, I appreciate.
That's the Forrest Gump suit.
Special board meeting. Unfortunately, as always, there is no quorum. The 2 trustees did not come. They decided not to come once again. But just so you know, the things that are at stake. Township government is at stake, and they're not telling you that. And what I mean by that is we have bills that have not been paid for over 2 months, and every single time we request a special meeting to just take care of the everyday essentials, the business is not getting done, let alone getting heard. You guys see myself, Trustee Darlene Gray Evers, the clerk, Loretta Wells, and also the attorney, Eric. We all show up here, present on the deputy clerk supervisor. We all show up here every single time, despite how we feel, what we think, or our opinion. And that's what you're supposed to do when you're elected official. You guys elected us to the will of the people, and you don't show up to take care of everyday business. That is a problem for me, a problem for the residents. So I hope that people are seeing it for what it is. Unfortunately, our board has been manipulated by the powers to be, and I've been saying this, and I'll continue to say this. I told you that the board gets their order from Thaddeus Jones. He's the mayor of Caucus City. Napoleon Harris. He's the senator and the committeeman. I keep telling you this, and you need to pay attention to what's going on in your own backyard. Right now, we have essential services that are at stake. One, being the insurance. I have mentioned this at a previous special meeting that no one attended. I have scheduled several special meetings and no one has attended, but now we are in jeopardy of not being able to do the services here for our residents. When we don't have insurance, that means that you, residents, media, cannot come in the building because we don't have any insurance. So if you fall, trip, or anything of that nature, how do we cover it? Also, the rides for our seniors, and that's my problem that I have with all of this gridlock, this political theater. How do we pick you up? How do we take you to your doctor appointment? And that's what you guys are not seeing. You listen to all the smoke screens and all the smear campaigns, but you're not looking at the people that's really doing all the mess being committed here at Thornton Township. So that is at stake. I'm going to read to you a couple emails, and I want to tell you how illegal and corrupt the two individuals are, Trustee Carmen Carlier and Trustee Chris Gonzalez, and the people who I named that are their puppet masters. They send emails when we have been told by the attorney, told by the AG that you cannot and will not do a consent vote, but yet they still say do a consent vote. That is illegal, guys. Did you hear me? Illegal. We cannot do anything as it relates to sending a vote via email. So when they ask you to do that, you should say, hey, why are y'all saying to do something illegal through email? You guys should always come here and say yes or no as represent to your vote, because it doesn't matter what someone feels about someone up here. What matters is you came here to do your job, you executed your vote, and you said yes or you said no. You're entitled to that. And understand this, as you know, we are now one trustee. So what is the reason really why they're not coming to the board meeting, let alone being told not to show up, right? So if they don't show up, you cannot move anything in Thornton Township. And that was their plan, to not move things in Thornton Township. Me and Trustee Darlene Gray Evers, we vote for everything for the people. Everything. If they show up, it will be 2-2. That means that you still get your wish, trustees that's not here. You still gridlock government, nothing still moves, but you are here for the record saying yes or no. So I'm telling residents, enough is enough. Stop with the mess. Call a spade a spade. You got individuals that's literally controlling this board. Not me, not Trustee Darlene Gray, because they cannot control us, but they are controlling the other two. Everybody has been making time for what they want. People have been going to other people's board meetings, but yet you send an email to Thornton Township stating you cannot attend, that you're out of town. You went out of town last night when you was at District 149 board meeting, Trustee Chris Gonzalez. Y'all make time for mess, but won't make time for the business that needs to be conducted here at Thornton Township. That is the problem. That is the facts. That is what's going on right now in your own backyard. So right here, Chris Gonzalez wrote, he is sending a consent vote to renew the insurance here at Thornton Township. I just told y'all the laws. We have to do it in person. We have to vote here. We cannot do a consent. That's the case, nobody ever go to work. They won't. They will never come to work because they can vote via email. You cannot do that, impossible. Here's another one. And this is the one from Stephanie Wiedemann. When I first came here, she reported to the AG office about consent votes. and didn't want us no longer to do consent votes. But guess what? Before I came, that's all they did. That's all they did was a consent vote here at Thornton Township where they voted through email. But what I tell you, when it's them is okay, when we do it is not okay. So guess what? We comply with what the rules are, which is we can no longer utilize consent vote through email, which they was doing anyway. So that's the AG office right here. So in news, I got all this, so when y'all tell y'all story, y'all get y'all facts straight. I give you a copy of everything I'm reciting so you get it right. I also have a whole list of things about the insurance. From day one, when we knew that we needed to renew the insurance, we placed it on the agenda. Day two, we also told them again, we need to come to the board meeting, which was the regularly scheduled board meeting. Day three, we said, hey, y'all ain't show up. We're gonna do a special meeting. Then we did another special meeting. Then we did another special meeting. It's like, come on, guys. When y'all gonna see who the problem is? Because it's not us. We constantly are calling for special meetings, and they are not coming here to do the work. It is a ton of bills that's due. It's a ton of services that will be cut for non-payment, and it's not because we're not showing up, because we're here to pay the bills. It's not just the insurance, it's the bills too. What that means is your food residents. So we was not able to basically deliver food to some of our seniors this week. That's the stuff y'all not recording or reporting because they didn't pay bills. And the vendors said they're not gonna supply us with food if we do not pay their bills. And that's a problem. So I need you to wake up and call people out on their BS because right now, enough is enough. And our people are suffering. No matter how you try to do harm to me, supervisor, trying to stop me from progress, you're not stopping me. You're stopping the people of Thornton Township because they come here to get the services and we are supposed to dish the services out. Under my leadership, we have surpluses. Y'all never had surpluses, but yet y'all keep all the money in the building so that you guys can utilize it and give it to your friends. I say no. I say give the people the money. I have put on the agenda several times to give back property tax refunds to all Thornton Township residents. Yet, instead, the board members walked out. Remember, Chris Gonzalez walked out when it was time to vote for such a thing. And that's a shame because he know how that program worked. Y'all gave it out when Frank Zuccarelli was here. What's making it any different now? And this is what I mean about gridlocking government. We have to stop it. You got people around here doing illegal things, and every time I tell it to y'all, y'all don't believe me until it happens to you. Then you say, oh, she was telling the truth all this time. That's why I'm not afraid to say it on the mic. That's why I'm not afraid to name drop and tell you who the people are. I am not. But this too shall pass, right? But until then, we must take care of the business. And we're not taking care of the business because the Board of Trustees are not showing up. I'm gonna read to you the timeline as it relates to the consent emails from your trustee, Carmen Carlisle.
She's wearing me out with this Carmen Carlisle.
11/24/24. Carmen,
she gonna be woe out with that lawsuit when she get it.
11/26/2024. The lawyers, the other law firm, stated that cannot be done. That is illegal. On 11/27/2024, the lawyers reiterated to the trustee that cannot be done. That is illegal. This is all through email. But this is the illegal stuff that they keep trying to push that y'all don't hear about or see about because everybody want to do it their way and not the right way. On 12/2, the lawyers responded once again, stating you cannot do this. This is not allowed. This is how many times they keep trying to do the illegal act. And I keep on inserting myself saying, guys, let's just do it the right way. Let's call for a special meeting. Let's just come here and vote. That's all you have to do. Cast your vote and go. There's no reason why no trustee should not be here. They got elected by you guys, so I'm appointed, and then they get paid by you guys. But yet they're not coming to actually do the work that's required. On 12/5, Carmen asked again through email to do a consent vote. And I go on. On 12/5, she asked the clerk to issue a consent email. On 12/5 again, she asked again for consent email. This is how many emails we get in a day. I don't got time to go back and forth on emails. I don't do that. So what I'm saying to you is, but they keep sending emails to do the illegal act when all they have to do is show up and vote. That's it. It's that simple. But yet y'all missing it. People putting out false information, misleading information, misguiding the residents of Thornton Township. But y'all smarter than that. And this is why I sit here and I come to the meeting that I schedule, because there's important things that need to be taken. But yet I talk to y'all because I want y'all to still hear from your supervisor. Because the leader gonna always show up when they don't. I'm always standing in the fire when they won't. Okay, one second. We're gonna take Q&A after I get done. Even though it's not a meeting, it's just me giving my speech, just so we clear. There's no quorum, so there's no meeting. So no actions will be taken.
So bitch, you already done.
Statements out so that the public hear from me. And I'll be doing a press conference after this. Next. I got all the emails just to show you guys the things that's written in bodies from different people. When they send these emails, I got a ton of them, but I want to give it to you so you can actually follow what's been happening here in Thornton Township. Also, they put on here something about it wasn't a crisis. This is a crisis, guys. Despite what others may think or how they may feel. The crisis is this. If we don't have insurance, you lay off a ton of residents here at Thornton Township. A ton of them. And if you lay those residents off, how do they pay their bills? They don't soon need GA. They don't need help with their light, their gas, their water, their mortgages, their rent. So that's how important it is. But you don't see it for what it is. And if the lawyers advise me come tomorrow, we will be shutting down. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on them to advise us of our next steps because they said no insurance, we cannot operate. And I understand. I'd held off this long and I kept on trying, and still no avail, nothing. They still have came here to basically take care of their business. Nothing has happened. So I wanted to point that out. This other one that I have right here is another thing as relates to the insurance. I just want to point that out, but I'm going to give this to the media, the whole entire timeline, so you will know what to expect and know what has happened here at Thornton Township. Couple things on the agenda, and I just want to recite these for the record. One,
there is no record because there ain't no meeting.
The bills here at Thornton Township. So when they sit here and they send something out saying, "Hey, I sent something out. I get a consent vote to pay bills." We cannot do that. Again, I keep repeating it. We cannot pay bills through consent. You must show up in the public to vote to pay bills. Next, the big one, the one that I think they're running from, the one they're afraid of, is to give you, the residents, the $2.2 million property tax refund, 100% property tax refund to all homeowners throughout Thornton Township.
Girl,
they do not want to be on record saying no. Because all they have to do is come in and just say no. If you don't want to give y'all the money, then say no. Because we're going to say yes. It's $2.2 million. Because we got a surplus over $4 million.
Now it's $4 million.
So my job is to make sure I make a way and I give it back to the residents of Thornton Township. Next, bonuses for all staff. Everyone has been crying.
How you gonna get a bonus and $2.2 million?
More money. They need bonuses, and we put it on the agenda. Now it's up to the board to make you whole to my employees. I've tried several times. You've seen this on the agenda, and yet to no avail, nothing. They skip it, they pass it. They will not give you guys a bonus, which is also in the budget. We put the budget on there. We asked for them to pass the budget since March. Still, this is December. Y'all know we're going to go in the next budget cycle. No budget. So I'm tired of the blame game and people not taking responsibility for their action of not doing what they're supposed to do. Next on here, we had the insurance, which I just spoke to. And another big one is the audit. It was an audit, which was a forensic audit that they voted for. They voted for this. Did y'all know that? The trustees voted to do a forensic audit for Carmen Carlisle and Keith Freeman credit card. And they did not show up to basically now go to the next step, which is to hire the company to do the forensic audit. What are you running from? What are you hiding? You voted to move forward. So if you voted to move forward, let's move forward so we can handle the business. Let's go. This is what we need to do. So that's on the agenda. The last thing.
She don't got no Fiji today.
The most important thing, so that we will no longer be gridlocked, is the vacancy. The appointment for Jerry Jones' seat. That is on the agenda. We didn't put it on here several times so that we can move forward and not be gridlocked. Have someone else come to a board meeting and they can vote, like I said, yes or no, or abstain, or vote present, or whatever you choose. It's your right. But show up and vote. That's what we ask for. If you're gonna be out of order, y'all can leave. This is not a board meeting. This is not a board meeting. This is me giving my report. So please, if you don't want to hear it, the door is there. So thank you so much. Back to what I'm saying. As it relates to the vacancy, they would not show up for a vacancy. And all they have to do is basically show up, vote for someone to take the spot, and move forward. That's it. That's all we had to do, guys. But no one wanted to do that. No one. No one. So all these things are on here for a reason. And I just want people to understand how things work, how things go. And I just want people to understand one thing too. When you guys are out of order or disrupting a meeting, you know it's a law that say that you cannot disrupt anything. You cannot disrupt the meeting. You will be removed from a meeting. So you can stop all that. I don't have to leave out this, out that. If you do not want to hear it, the door is there. You can always go. So I just
that's the reason why your ass ain't getting back in that seat. Put that out there for those that don't understand how a organized meeting goes. So after the appointment, you will hear us talking about other things. We got other things that's really important, and I'm gonna tell that to the media myself. That way we can clear this room and I can handle my business. Because right now I'm just here to talk to you, to tell you everything that's at stake. Into the news, I have everything here. If you want the documents, I will give you every piece of evidence. So when you report it the correct way. And you don't have any misleading information. Because the people like to just lie and don't tell you their part of what they did as relates to gridlocking government, which I don't appreciate. Residents, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for coming out. Mike, KP, if y'all got something to say, you can go to the mic now and make your plea. I know KP is coming things you wanted to point out, and you can talk about the letter that you did post, and that would be great. All right, go ahead, Mike.
The problem that I have is the township business is all out.
Can you speak in the mic?
The township business is all out. You have an individual by the name of Peter Cloud that is continually to post emails from this governing body and making it public to the public. I know that certain things should not go out because it is a confidentiality thing. And Nikita posted today that they wouldn't come to the meeting because there will be a consent vote by email. So it continues to show that there are outsiders in this township that are controlling the trustees. Now, Trustee Gonzalez stood up after the caucus and said, now I can do my job. But when are you going to do your job? He is not here present. We have objections for tomorrow. I wonder, will Mr. Gonzalez be here for the objections to be held for supervisor, trustee, clerk, township, highway commissioner, assessor? I wonder, will he be here tomorrow to hear our objections? Because we did receive email that there will be an electoral board hearing here tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I'm just questioning these things that are going on. Do Ms. Nikita Cloud work for the township? Why is she sending out documentation showing that she represents Thornton Township trustees? When was that vote taken? When was she hired as a media consultant? She continues to put out information that can harm this township. When you talk about services not being able to be given to citizens, this is crazy. You have food that citizens are depending on. You talk about their lights, the gas. Come on, it's a lot of things. And now the township is at risk of being shut down. These are the things that the news need to post because our community, believe it or not, they are in need. They're in need. If you looked at the food giveaway, there was over 3,000 residents in line that need assistance. The trustees need to come do their job. My question is, what can we as residents do? Can we file a lawsuit to have those two trustees removed because they will not come to meetings? Because they cannot miss a certain amount of meetings according to the statute with the township. You can't miss so many meetings in a row. They've missed so many meetings since Trustee Jerry Jones resigned. This is ridiculous. And we talk about who is controlling this. We saw it at the caucus. Many residents should have saw it at the caucus. Who controlled this government? You should have saw it. It's embarrassing. We cannot get things done. There's a gridlock here in our township.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank everyone for taking time out their day to come out. We are at a dire situation right now in Thornton Township. The food pantry will not be able to distribute food boxes to the seniors that we deliver to 4 days out of a 5-day week, due to the fact that the bill has not been paid to the suppliers of the food. So I'm expecting today to be the last day that we'll even be able to give our residents the boxes. You have to really understand what's at stake here. I understand politics, I understand people not liking people, but you're here to do a job. If it's something on the agenda that you don't approve of, you can simply vote no. To say you're not coming to meetings because the agenda is not one way, that's really not how government works. You have the opportunity to vote no. If this 5-member board doesn't have 3 affirmative votes, nothing can pass anyway. So they can easily stop whatever they don't want to address. It's obvious that they don't want to address the actual topic and vote no to a topic because they have the ability to do that. I think
You out of order. Don't go back and forth. Just make your statement.
Please let me do that for her and her viewers. The order that she has against me clearly states that we can be in the same room in the workplace. So stop that. Y'all call people out their name every day. So I'm gonna go.
Okay, well, ma'am, you out of order. Just finish your thing so we can finish. Finish your, ladies, do that outside. Go
I
ahead.
did that for her viewers.
Go ahead.
The order clearly states that she can come here.
All right, finish, KP.
So you're a distractor. That's all you are.
Yes.
So I'm gonna stay focused like I asked you to do. This is shameful. It's shameful that people would jeopardize not only residents of Thornton Township's ability and needs to have food, but maybe even worse than that. When we don't have this insurance, basically after today, and the seniors that depend on the transportation department, Tony left, for them to get to dialysis, some things are more important than politics and personal vendettas. So with the news, I really hope you all take this information, because just like everything they're putting out on the news, you all don't give us the opportunity to counter it and prove through emails the facts. We have the facts. So make sure that you all
Release them.
Please just pursue the truth. And as elected officials, you're supposed to serve the people, not personal agendas. And I don't think it gets worse than stopping seniors from being able to go grocery shopping, doctor's appointments, dialysis, the ability to get food, and these are the matters that should be addressed. So thank you, Mayor, for being so strong. Supervisor, I'm gonna stand with you. I know you said you had a comment. So thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for educating the people that don't know what's at stake.
Bitch, shut your dumb ass up.
Ms. Gray, what I noticed in a video meeting was that Chris Gonzalez was present at a school district 149 meeting. But he's not present here at this meeting. The trustees do have the opportunity to come to the meeting.
Here go Trina.
And also not appoint whatever appointment Tiffany Henry wants to make. And so it's totally, and so ma'am, you tried from the northwest suburbs to make your comments, but please allow me to make mine. I know you tried the lowest way. All right, you want to keep that from next. So he may.
Yeah.
Now,
You know, President.
Trina is so silly.
And so let me continue, please. It's alarming and ridiculous, and you were absolutely correct when you cited that Carmen Carlisle has a restraining order. She has in fact had that restraining order since August 19th of 2024, and it plainly states that he can be present at board meetings. Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay,
And
no
so-
back and forth.
And so when that environment is created, what you do with a restraining order is you follow up with the police. And then the police deal with whatever harassment comes after a restraining order, and then he will be arrested. But what you don't do is not show up to a board meeting. Ma'am, you provided her personal security to her car, so why is she afraid? I have video of you stating, we're gonna what I did. Produce it, please.
Okay, guys, okay, go ahead, can you finish your statement so we can end this?
No. Please let
Okay,
her,
guys,
please let her commit that slander.
yeah,
Let her commit
okay,
that
go ahead,
slander.
finish your statement, and we're gonna wrap this up.
And so that's a very serious issue. And so Jerry Jones quit. To my understanding, he's the treasurer. I had questions about the $14.6 million that's held in cash assets. What does he have to do with that money? And I also want to know, because Stephanie Wiedemann stated a while back that the supervisor has the authority to write as many $3,000 checks as she wants without tax and without board meeting. So if you have those powers, I highly advise that you implement them and provide those services for the residents of Thornton Township.
All right, thank you so much. All right, okay.
How y'all doing today?
I'm addressing one thing, Chris Gonzalez, okay, and not being here. I was at the caucus, and Chris Gonzalez was there with a young lady, I don't know who the young lady was. But he's always talking about security, he's afraid of this, the exits and everything else. Anybody else that was there, I got there about 4 o'clock. Saw the packed caucus and all of the things that were going on. And the problems the Homewood police were saying that we're not here to run this or whatever, but how they blocked Tiffany Hinyard's supporters. That's when they got involved. Okay, but Chris Gonzalez cannot lie to us any longer and say that this is a problem here. Even though this young lady's talking about pulling out guns and whatever, everything like that. Security is right on it. So why isn't he here? Okay? Now, I'm a resident, Thornton Township, not only that, but I'm running for office myself. No way I can vote for Chris Gonzalez. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, because I talked to him, I asked, wait a minute.
This is not a meeting, sir. Who are you talking to?
And you're not afraid of all these people all around having this search? I got that on tape right here with the Homewood police. Did you search anyone for knives, guns, or anything like that? Where the exits are? Did you empty the building? Okay, after your so-called political fundraiser and all of this stuff, to have an organized caucus in here with only Thornton Township residents, they didn't do that. Not only that, but they allowed children to stay in there and yell yay or nay. So I'm sorry, I don't really call people out that name or anything, but I'm done with Chris Gonzalez with that lie. The other young lady, whatever, I reached out to try to get her side because there's two sides to everything, and she hasn't responded. So we're open to your response. Thank you for hearing me.
All right, thank you so much. So that concludes.
You know it's
my
Shanita.
statement,
That's
or our
exactly what they're
statements.
doing.
I thank you for coming out. Unfortunately,
She's
as
still
you see,
playing
my
checkers.
team is gridlocked. No action will be taken this evening, but I just wanted the lawyer to basically confirm that we cannot utilize consent vote through email. Can you just educate the people on that?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's no board action that can be taken by email by any of the trustees. If there's debt to be incurred or expenses to be made, they have to be voted on in person at a regular board meeting.
All right, I think maybe that'd be better. You heard from the lawyer and not from my lips. So now he said it, I said it, AG said it, everybody keep telling y'all the same exact thing. So when they put things out saying that it have to be a consent vote through email, no. That's a person not doing their job, not showing up to work. That's what that is. That's a cop-out. You need to show up to this board meeting and handle the business. Because right now, like I just stated, I'm just reiterating what I said, everybody's job is at stake. We cannot operate when we don't pay our bills. The food pantry runs on food, right? If we got no food to put in boxes to go deliver to our seniors, what do? They can't come to work and just look at boxes. They need something to do, but we're not paying bills. And there's a lot of other bills that have not gotten paid. That's very, very important. And
if you hadn't messed up the township credit, they wouldn't need to pass no pay the bills. They would just be able to go get the boxes of food, dumbass.
All these special board meetings that we have called just to pay bills, just to make us whole and pay for insurance so that the drivers for transportation are insured. All these things matter, but we can't move forward without the proper protocol, which is have a board meeting, call the roll to pay bills, have agenda items, and take care of the business, whether it's up, down, or it's at a stall. You come and show up, place your vote, and go home. That is how government is ran. It is not a dictatorship, it's democracy. You have to move forward. So thank you so much for coming out. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna post some on my page because the caucus was really, really bad. I'm glad that he did spoke to it. So I just want you to understand, you will see me soon because it was really illegal. They did voter suppression and they did not allow the voters of Thornton Township inside of the building. Everybody was outside ready to come inside a building and they did not allow us in. So I want you to know that. What was that? Oh yeah, 4 o'clock. Yeah. No one's late. We got video footage of everything. You got video of me going inside saying, hey, we're here. And they said they had a party at 5 o'clock. So I just want to point that out to you because you had seniors in the cold with walkers, with oxygen tanks, things of that nature, and in wheelchairs. I had to allow them to go in my vehicles, on my buses, to stay warm. So I just don't believe in allowing people to treat people that way. At the end of the day, we are all.
She shouldn't have been using it for neither. This was a Democratic caucus, not a township event.
And they did not do that night. It displayed that, and those that didn't see it, you can go watch all these videos and things that's going on. But I am really, really big on everybody should have the right to be heard. Everybody should have a voice. Everybody should be able to execute their right by coming to a voting spot and voting. But that did not happen that evening. You will hear from me. You will hear from my lawyers, and this is not the end of it. But I want to point that out. Thank you again for coming out this evening. Till next time.
Okay, Million, bring up her Facebook page so that you can just keep an eye on it in case she go live after this, okay?
Okay.
They outmaneuvered her ass and she mad. I told y'all.
She's still playing checkers.
She playing Temu checkers at that.
Oh, she did another live on her Facebook.
When?
A day ago.
Oh, you didn't see it. I seen that.
Okay.
She got on pink jacket.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she did that the day of the caucus.
This is so funny.
Okay, y'all. First of all, shout out to Critical Smoker for the use of his feed. I have highlighted some of you all's comments that we're going to talk about.
That's.
First
I was
of all,
just highlighting random comments.
I want her to show these emails, and I want the dates on these emails because Stephanie Wiedemann has not even been
with the
township since 2020 after she came, so 2022. So please show me these emails, and they better have this week's date on them. That's what they better have. And she is a sort. She cannot accept the fact that she lost. That's crazy to me. You was outmaneuvered. You was outplayed. You was outwitted. You outlasted. You kicked off, survived. That's how it go. Yes,
And
and
your
shout
lawyer
out
can
to
say whatever
Alicia
the fuck he
Nicole.
want to say.
Alicia Nicole was sitting on the front row. She was the one that was giving Tiffany the business.
Good.
Alicia Nicole. Shout out to her. If they only could squeeze the people's money out of her. I know that's right, child. I'm trying to make sure that she's not going to say anything else because I thought I just heard her say, and look, there go, ain't that Krigley? Show enough right there.
And
I
then
thought I heard her
somebody say
say
super
that
volunteer. Where the super volunteer at?
he in there. He right there with the, you see his
The
hand on the,
Brown?
yeah, on the case.
Child.
Even if people were allowed in, she still would have not won. That's correct.
So
she
she's
still
gonna
would
let
not
the
have
attorney
not.
make sure
She
it's
still
nothing
would
on
not
those
have
emails
won
that
because
should
there
be
was
redacted,
there was
and then
too
she'll
many
give y'all
people
copies of the actual
uh
emails that will prove
in
what
there.
they've been saying is a lie.
Y'all hear Keith talking to Critical Smoker? Talking about she got emails that will prove that he done took up the whole camera. Good Lord.
You so okay, Judge Petty. Now that's petty.
What did she say?
No, I'm talking about what you just said.
Oh. Yeah, March of 2022. So I want to see these current emails. They better be current from the lawyer saying that they can't do this. I'm going to show you guys something else in just a second.
Trina gonna make me put her in the headlock. Because I'm tired of not knowing what side of the fence she stand though.
Listen, first of all, we know that Trina is not for anybody but herself. I already told y'all that. She gonna be wherever the wind blow. If she feel like she
Baby.
gonna be over here today, she gonna be over there.
Okay.
I don't take Trina too seriously, too
Right.
lightly. You
So
know,
she's gonna
she
have a
has the
press
right to
conference
have her
right there.
opinion because she
When
lives in
she comes over to
Dalton
get a
and
press
she
conference,
lives in the
I'll plug
township.
But shit, you don't
mic
even know if her
microphone.
opinion is really her opinion.
Mine is
Because it
Bluetooth
might change
microphone
over the
over there.
next hour.
I think they're getting ready to do a press conference. She
That's our
said she was
wintertime
getting ready to do a press conference. So let's see what she gonna say. I thought that's what I heard her say, and Critical Smoker just said that his microphone is up there. So she's going to get ready to do a press conference.
Oh, that's why she came out glammed up.
Yeah,
With
that's
her
why she
Farrah
came.
Fawcett.
Yeah, that's why she came like that. I really want to get into some things. Okay, so let me get into some things. Minion, do me another favor. Bring up Critical Smoker on your YouTube so you can keep an eye on him while I am showing the people something. Okay, here's the first thing that I want to show you. Whoop. Do y'all see this website? This website is the Township Officials of Illinois. This right here tells you all the rules. It has everything here for township officials to tell them what the rules are, what they can do, what they can't do. And anybody can go to this website and look at it. You see this new requirements for different things, township and road district checklist. This thing, look at this right here. What does it say? 2025 Township Caucus Guide. When you click it, look what comes up. The Township Caucus Guide for 2025. What did it say? Issued by the Illinois State
It don't say
Board
anything because
of
it's not
Election.
on the screen.
My stuff is not on the screen? I wonder why. Oh, because I got switched to it. Hold on. There you go. When you click that button that said Caucus Guide, it comes up. It's all right there for you. So why? Somebody said they love when we get together because we pure foolery. Okay. So why is she sitting up there crying and calling something illegal when she simply could have went to this guide for herself on this website and found out everything that she needed to have for this caucus?
You thought she said illegal because if it really was illegal, she just throw words like that out when she's speaking.
She said it was illegal because they did it against her. Now, if she had
that's all it was. Yeah, that's all it was. It wasn't based off no definition of the word. It was
okay.
Just,
because this is right here for everyone to access. Y'all want me to put this? I'm gonna put this in the chat for you to be able to go and
see. She likes to use buzzwords. That's why.
Not the buzzwords.
You know how she do when she finds a word, she latches onto it like grandstanding. Y'all grandstanding. Y'all
and this
grandstanding.
Right here, she don't know how to read. I'm dead. Well, she need to get somebody to read it for her because it's right there. The Mac Man morning show. Oh my God. Hey, Mac Man, how are you? I do wonderful work. You really want me on the show? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, Mac Man. You can contact me through Sherry. Do you know Sherry Britton? You can contact me through Sherry Britton. You can contact me through Nikita, Dr. Nikita. Either one of those people, you can contact me through them. Let's make it happen. All right. Because she's trying to incite public discontent and counting on the fact that a lot of people won't research for themselves. And that's true. And that is exactly true. And let me tell you who's not going to research for themselves. And that's why she brought them, the seniors. Because I'm going to tell y'all a little story. We're going to have story time in a minute. Okay. She's my special correspondent. Sure, both of them are my dear friends. Okay, Mac Man. Listen. When you're ready, let me know. My schedule is open, or I'll be available when you need me to be available. How about that? Okay. Good afternoon, John Q. All right, so here we go. This guide, you can also go there and find out the rules for trustees and things that you can do and you can't do. This is what I believe Carmen has been using to help her make her decisions. Okay, that's what she's been using to help her make her decisions on things that she can do and can't do. Hey, Papa Nat from Virginia. I'm from Virginia Beach. What it do? So you can go there. She could went there, downloaded this caucus guide. Listen, she got 2 lawyers on both sides of her. Tell me why she was not able to figure out that she needed a whole entire complete slate for the caucus. So that to me is insane and it makes no sense. Let me get to some of these comments that I saved. Let's see. Golfer, good afternoon to you. Thank you for tuning in. It says, hello, super producer and minion. I believe that Proverbs 6:18 is what happened here. Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Loving that. Meaning, being too confident in one's abilities can lead to something bad happening that shows they are not as good as they think. Absolutely. Listen, this is what I've been wanting her to do. Prove the surplus, because the surplus went from 9 million to what was it, 4 million? How did that happen?
No, she says it's 9 million between the 2 accounts.
When she just said it's a 2 million surplus to give back to the residents, and it's a 4 million surplus. Where that at? That's only 6 million. So what happened to the other 3 million?
Maybe that's why she's saying we can do everything. I could give y'all back y'all tax money and I can give the bonuses, because she's saying she got so much money in the bank.
You better make them numbers add up, because the math ain't mathing to me. You better make them add up, because listen, the first thing she said was they was in a deficit when she came by 4 million. So if you in a deficit by 4 million, if you had 9 million, you didn't have 9 million because you had to come back to the positive by 4 million. So you only had 5 million. Right?
Look, the receipts is all right here. These are the receipts.
That's the blank piece of paper. I can't see it from way over there, so you might be right.
It shows everything. You see?
Minion, I'm gonna read a comment that you made that I totally agree with. The sad thing is that all her supporters from the caucus are nowhere to be found. Funny how she can't get supporters without picking them up in the township vehicle. Now, right there, you just spoke a word. I felt that in my shanana. Do you hear me? Okay, you spoke a word right there. Where was them supporters at today? To stand in front of the cameras and say they didn't get a chance to be heard at the caucus. They ain't nowhere because they didn't care about being heard. You told them you was coming to pick them up and they just got on the bus.
And you was gonna give them dinner and everything. She probably promised them something for free.
That part.
They ain't get on that bus for no reason.
That part. And listen, Tracy K said, I wonder whose dollars filled the township buses with gas, and how did Tiffany get permission to use buses for campaigning? Thank you.
Because she the supervisor. She thinks she that's her township.
And listen, this lawyer gonna live to regret these things that he's let her do. Now, she said that this wasn't a meeting. He should have left. After she said it wasn't a meeting, he should have left.
Because he's still billing
because
her.
Yeah, listen, what you need to do is for their invoices. Because if there has been no meetings for the last 3 or 4 times and he showed up, he shouldn't be getting paid because there was no meeting. What you still doing here?
And they already knew prior to the meeting starting that there wasn't going to be a quorum.
Child. Let me see. But all the news channels, Channel 7 is the only one that stayed. Don't you think that's kind of awkward? I don't think it's awkward at all because these other news channels, they know. They done looked up Fox? They have been looking up these laws. No, I see all of the microphones here. I see ABC 7. I see 9.
Oh, yeah. I see them right here. But I'm saying, what is 7? Oh, that's ABC?
I think so.
Yeah, you're right, because I'm looking right here on this.
WGN. I don't know who
it's
else.
ABC 7. ABC.
Yeah.
NBC 5.
I'm just confused. I'm confused as to how you didn't go to the township guide and why you think it is that these people cannot turn in a consent vote, because they absolutely can. If they did it, then they ask somebody and they know they can. And when did the lawyer send? I need to see the date on this email, because y'all know Little Stank, when she did her township budget thing, she was putting stuff up on the screen that said 2017.
See.
So I absolutely cannot trust Little Stank with her waving around these papers and saying it's right here. I got it all on the email.
It's also not illegal for Tiffany to say what somebody can or can't do. You know, she still has free speech. So if she wants to incite some type of, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Where the people are doubting the trustees by trying to throw out random untrue facts.
A mess. A whole entire
That's all
mess.
she do. They corrupt.
A whole entire mess. She wants to focus on the fact that this is what she wants you to do. She wants you to focus on the fact that people were not allowed to get in to vote. She don't want you to focus on the fact that she did not have an entire slate to be able to be considered. So even if they had got into the building, she still was not able to be considered because she didn't have a clerk, a tax assessor, or a highway commissioner on her slate. While we say that, let's look at the slate that she had a nerve to turn in. Oh, she about to settle my confusion with this press conference. Child, I'm gonna be more confused after this press conference, I'm sure. You ain't even got to worry about that. I'm gonna be more confused after this press conference, not before then. Let's see. Okay, the press conference is still not started. So
Hey, our Cash App handles are on the screen. Oh, not with the comments up though.
Super. Oh, let me take it down. Sorry. Super, what is your Cash App handle? My Cash App handle is all in the queue. It's up there.
And you can go ahead and include Minion with opinion on there as well if you want.
Now who petty? Now who petty? Now who petty? And Petty, Judge Petty, it is called propaganda. She wants you to focus.
Exactly.
This is what she want to do. You see this hand right here? You can see this hand, right?
Right.
Can you see this hand? But you don't know what the other hand is doing.
There you go.
Okay,
look over
so
there.
that's what she wants you to do. She wants you to focus on the fact that the people didn't get in, but she don't want you to focus on the fact that she did not have everybody that she needed to have legally on the slate to even be nominated. So let's say they let all the people in, right? She still didn't have all of the people on her slate to be able to be nominated. Let's look at it.
She still wouldn't have even been able to be on the ticket, is what you're saying.
Yeah, let's look at it because she still would have died. Hold on.
No matter how you slice it, it wasn't gonna work out in her favor
at all. And I don't know why she didn't see that or she don't see that. That to me is
baby girl.
That to me is the thing that was astounding. Okay, fine, let everybody in. But girl, you still don't have all the people that you need to have to be on the slate. Hold on, I'm getting it. Which is crazy. Like this has to stop at some point, but I'm sure that it's not because she does not understand.
Tiffany gonna be at the polls without her name on the damn ticket protesting, telling people to write her name in.
She gonna be saying, write me in. They what they did was illegal.
Right.
What?
It's till the bitter end. She's not gonna give up.
Okay, child. I'm like, okay, child. Hold on 1 second. I am getting her slate so we can look at it.
Her and Kamal about to be walking them streets.
Kamal ain't about to be doing anything because he probably was pissed off that he was seen on TV being yelled at by her. Y'all remember when she said, "Come on, Kamal"?
He was a babysitter.
Okay. She was like, "Come on, Kamal." I'm like, okay, well, the man can't. What?
I wonder if he spent that much time with his own kids.
Lord have mercy.
Child.
And you know that's a no.
Sad.
And very, very sad. Okay.
And when they gonna get their rent situation situated?
They don't care about that.
Child.
They don't care about that at all because they don't even live there. That's why they don't care about it, because they don't live there. Okay, I'm coming, y'all. Here we go.
Hurry up.
Anywho, don't get your head taken off, Million.
Yeah, if y'all want a super producer to hurry up, put
you
it
in front of company. You in front of company about get your head tore off. Okay, hold on. Here we go, y'all.
You
got a nerve. You ain't doing nothing. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. This is Tiffany's slate. Let me let y'all see it in full view. All right. This is Tiffany's slate right here. Lord, I hate to even read these names out loud. I'm not going to read the names. I'm going to give the nicknames. All right, so we got Lil Stank as supervisor. We got Dots for the clerk. We have Darth Vader as trustee number 1. We have, I don't know this person, Maria Hilda Fernandez And then we have Deborah. Deborah is the one who said that she was not a Tiffany supporter. She went with Tiffany, and now all of a sudden she on Tiffany's ticket. Okay. Margaret A. Jones, Shelton, and then for highway commissioner, she had Andrew Holmes. So she had a highway commissioner. She did not have a tax assessor on her slate, which automatically disqualified her. And she would need that person to be considered a full slate. The Board of Elections states an assessor needs to show their qualifications, and they do. And she wouldn't have been able to find somebody in that room that would put their name on the line for her. Never. Okay? Never. What'd somebody say? Hold on. Man, you watching Critical Smoker page? I told you watch his page to make sure he don't go live. The press conference. What time the press conference supposed to start? Did she say? Because my God, we need to get this show on the road. Because she making my head hurt. Okay. So she didn't have. Y'all hold on, because somebody's calling me.
All right, what you guys think about this this lineup? So obviously, like Super Producer said, she didn't have a full roster, so she wasn't going to be able to actually run anyway. But what do y'all think of her elected ticket? Critical Smoker says,
okay,
it's supposed to start at any time. I got his page up. Oh yeah, he's talking.
I have his page up too, but I don't see anything. So just let me know when you see something. So she was missing a tax assessor for her slate. Probably the reason being was you have to show your qualifications, and nobody was going to be willing to put their qualifications on the line to be on her slate, period. So, no, Andrew Holmes is just searching for a check. And that's simply,
it's really scary when you can support someone who was accused of such horrible things, and you haven't released any proof or evidence that says that he didn't do it, but yet you're just publicly supporting him and you got him on your ticket. That's really not a good look.
Edwin Turner, she definitely was trying to sneak this slate through, and she did not have reputable people on her slate. And yes, Minion, I agree with what you just said. Especially somebody who has not even come forth and stated on his own page or, in front of any type of camera that what happened didn't happen. Right. Even the person stood in front of him and told him to tell the people in the room that she was a liar. Baby, and they still didn't do it.
And he did not.
And you're not gonna listen. I'm not gonna let nobody stop me from defending my name. I don't care who you are. So crazy, absolutely crazy. This goes to show you how ill-equipped she is. 250,000,000 job loss due to her lack of knowledge, and now she has perished. How you don't know how to keep your job? That's it. Because it wasn't never supposed to be her job. Let's never forget that she was nominated and not voted. So for somebody to be sitting up here protesting a procedure when they were nominated and put in the seat in the first place and never voted on, and now they up here crying about a process they never participated in the first place.
And then she's saying that she's using qualifications that she don't have, like her business experience, but you got all failed businesses. I don't know.
They just had a meeting in Dalton, but about removing mayoral candidates. What's that about? Orlando, I don't know what meeting you're talking about. They had a meeting to vote to turn over the election to Cook County because the Board of Elections in Dalton consisted of Jason House, Clerk Keys, and Little Stank. And all three of them are running. And so in order to make it fair, they wanted to turn the election over into the hands of Cook County Board election so that it would be fair. And then that way, nobody will try to cry that it was not fair, that somebody did something illegal, because Cook County Board of Elections is now in charge of the Dalton mayoral election, or the elections period for this upcoming election, because there are conflicts of interest happening. Let's see. Before the end, everybody of her kins will snitch on her. I promise you 100%. They're not very loyal. There is a saying, there is no honor among thieves. And that is the truest statement that I have ever witnessed in my lifetime. That was Little Stank's slate. So we saw her slate. It was missing somebody. It was missing a crucial position. So she wouldn't have been able to be considered anyway, even if the people had came in. I don't know I know there's nothing in there, but I don't know what she's not even thinking. My slate was not complete. So even if my slate was not complete, so letting the people from outside, inside wouldn't have made a difference anyway. Tiffany is about to give a press conference. Yeah, Mr. Troy, she's about to start crying to the media again and show them supposedly some emails telling them that you know what? Let me bring up the emails that I saw today that the trustees put out that they sent. I'm going to try to tell you.
It's not like she's about to say anything new. She's going to be saying the same shit.
So they sent these emails to the clerk, as they should have, and they CC'd everybody that needed to be CC'd, the lawyer included. I see the lawyer's email address on here. I even see them asking the supervisor to respond, and she never did.
She said she don't respond to emails,
which is crazy because she said, what'd she say? She said, contact me.
Just not by email. Call her.
Oh, okay. Okay, then. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
I'll show up to the meeting
that I can't show up to because there's an active TRO against Keith Price, and you keep having him in the room. Okay, girl. And then when Keith stood up there and said, this particular one says that we can be in the same room. And why would that be a lie? Because why would I be in the same room with you when I took out a restraining order on you and you keep harassing me every time we in the room?
And the law is never gonna. Why would they grant you
he said Tiff is at the mic. I don't see it.
Somebody. Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'm going. Hold on.
They passing out the papers, baby.
Okay, there you go. Hold on, let me make it bigger.
All right, thank you. I appreciate
it. She walking around handing out papers. Y'all better check the dates on them papers. I hope they're checking the dates on these papers. And I don't trust them. Allegedly, she's been calling around to different accountants, asking them to modify Cash App and Zelle statements Girl, child, we're gonna have to get into that.
Well, you know, the other thing about that is, hold on.
And look who
Oh,
she
that's
got behind her. The whole goon squad. The whole goon squad is behind her. Who would have a whole bunch of convicted felons and an old man who pushes people and behind them? I'm child.
And this is trustee Darlene Gray Evers. We have Keith Price to my right.
mask off.
To my left, William Moore, Andrew Holmes, and also DeMarcus Christie. You ready? Well, yeah, I'm gonna just start with the caucus. So just so you know, this is strictly about the caucus. It's not about anything else. So if I decline to answer, I'm strictly talking about the caucus at this moment. And then y'all will get more interviews out of me. As long as y'all good to me, I'll be good to you. I have no issues. I just wanted people to say my side of the story and not just paint me as bad news, because it's not the truth. Y'all been witnessing it yourselves at the caucus. So that's kind of what's going on, and been going on. So I pray that you pay attention to other people's, I don't want to say drama.
Wasn't rigged? I mean, what happened Tuesday night?
Yes, it's election rigging at its finest. So we got there at about 4:30. Some got there right before 5. When we tried to enter into the building, they told us we could not come in because they had a party going on at 5 o'clock. Residents from throughout Thornton Township showed up in drones. We had buses out there.
Not drones. You mean droves?
When I ran into you outside, and I was out there with them. They didn't even let me in. So when I did try to go in originally around 5, it told me they had a party and we cannot enter the building. I asked, can you please let the residents inside the building? They said, no, they have a party. I said, but this is our president. Let them in. They said, no, they did not register for the party. I felt that was so disheartening because at the end of the day, this is somebody's mom, auntie, because you should let them in. It was cold outside, super cold. So I had a problem with it.
Was your name ever on the ballot? Did they ever actually, say Tiffany Henyard and they vote on it or no?
No one had the opportunity to basically be a nominee. And that's where they messed up at. You're supposed to allow anybody that wants to run for office the opportunity to nominate themselves, let alone a slate, let alone anybody in the room can say, hey, I nominate myself for supervisor. I nominate myself for clerk. But they didn't give anybody the opportunity to do that. He only nominated himself and his wrong. And I was fighting for my people to get in the building because it was cold outside.
How come nobody stood up to nominate you?
Well, we did. If you watch the tape, I nominated myself.
Is that what you were saying?
Yes. Somebody got it on tape. I saw the video, and also my team have it on the tape. If you watch the footage, we'll give it to you. But he did not acknowledge anyone or anybody's demand. I was the only one that stood up to him. As you guys know, I am a fighter. I will not be bullied. I will not let people do voter suppression. That was the biggest voter suppression I've ever seen. And we talk about history, right? Every time we talk about history, we're talking about people that fought for the right to vote. But yes, they didn't have the right to vote this time. Why? Why is that? Why mute the votes? Why mute the voices? Why mute the presidents? I have a problem with that because if he thought he was going to win, he would have let him in. But he didn't because it was my base that was outside because we couldn't get in. He said, and I quote, we are not letting anybody in until 6:30. 6:30 came, we were still outside. So when I finally got in because people let me through the line, that's the only way I got in the building. Other than that, I would have been outside still with the people.
An attorney for Mr. Harris says you were not qualified because you didn't have a certified assessor on your ticket. What do you say to that?
That's not true. How would anybody know that if you didn't give me an opportunity to make my nomination? People can't just assume what they think I have. I have to make the nominations on the floor before someone can say that I didn't have some. That's not true. So we will be in court. This is a legal battle. Everybody has been calling us saying they're gonna stand with Tiffany Henyard. I appreciate that. Even the naysayers said they're gonna stand with me because people like righteousness. They don't like this wrong way of dictatorship for government. That is not how you take over things. It was a hostile takeover. And the media was all out there. Y'all saw it firsthand. No one should ever get the opportunity to sit there and be a dictator in a community where you govern everybody. And that's why I told, I think it was Channel 32, that he's a coward. He did not want to face me head up. He knew that I was going to dominate in that room. And that's why he did not allow my residents inside of
Yeah.
the building.
Yeah. Anybody that's this delusional.
Trying to disrupt the event by mentioning yourself possibly a bomb threat, or the allegation that Mr. Price called and tried to cancel the event.
So to people that's got all these false accusations, false statements, I am suing for defamation of character. I am suing because that is not true. Be able to back up what you report. And that's what I tell everybody.
Well, you're gonna have to prove that it's not
Everybody
true.
using my face for views and clicks, but no one got facts. Everything y'all been doing has been smear campaign, and I have a problem with that. And that's why rarely I come out and I speak with you guys, because you don't want to fact check. That's one thing I love about Nate. Nate came and sat down with me. He fact checked. You give him the information, he go check. He don't just run a story just because. And that's why I ask all y'all to do, at least be fair in the report. Because people look up to your station. You are news.
Not her and Nate on the first name
You're on the
basis.
news. But yet you guys are reporting off of drama. I don't like it. It's not a reality show, but y'all making it as that.
Do you know anything tomorrow about tomorrow's meeting with Township or Board Trustees?
For here,
Right at 10 o'clock.
yes, we have that at 10 a.m. I will be here. It's for those that file for a independent or a political party. So people challenge their whatever it is in there, they challenge them, and on that day they get the opportunity to be heard before the court.
Do you work in writing candidacy, or
I'll be on the ballot.
are you a friend of anybody?
I am not.
Today you said the township on the first closing. Can you explain what that means and when that happens?
Well, that's something exclusively for Channel 7. So that's why I told you before we stood here that it would strictly be about the caucus.
How do you feel about the decision to have a caucus as opposed to like a primary?
I think they took the right away of people. And that right then, every single time, we always had a primary in Thornton Township. When Frank Zuccarelli was the supervisor, he always had a primary because over 10,000 people come out to vote for that election. And I felt that the people was stripped of
They didn't vote for your ass though.
whereas they created a caucus and now a handful of people get to come and pick township government. I just don't see how that's fair. But if that's the rules, we will follow the rules. But I still think that people should be able to go to the ballot and people should have ballot access. I just feel that way.
Why are you deciding not to talk about essential township services that are provided with the greater media group here today? That would seem to be
Y'all
the
just
more
saw
relevant
me talk
part.
about that, and I talk every single time I have a special meeting. I literally sit here and talk about what's going on every single time. And it's your job to now piece it all together. So when we say something, they say something, now you go, but no one does that. I put 4 years in for everything else. Check out the information that's being put out, but no one's doing it. That's why I gave y'all that email. I gave you the facts. They put information out, and it's all false. It's not even true.
We'd like to be able to have the factual information about these services to show to our readers and our viewers.
And that's why we gave it to you guys. We gave you exactly that. We gave you the information. So if you have more questions, please, by all means, send an email. Keith Price is my point of contact. Y'all can reach out to him, and he will definitely respond. We also have an interview with several of you guys when I'm not here. He know what's going on. Any more questions about the caucus? No? If you got anything you want to say about your lab?
First of all, I want to thank all of you all for coming. I deeply appreciate it. I appreciate some of the stories I've been seeing ran lately. I want to touch on a very important issue. We had a caucus. There's a letter out from the DOT organization, Democrats of Thornton Township, which stated that they would not open the doors until 6:30. I will be giving you all that letter. I didn't print that out. My biggest problem with the caucus was the fact that there were people on the inside that was not from Thornton Township. There was children on the inside yelling and voting. We never had the opportunity to properly vet anybody that was in that party. They let people in from 4 o'clock through side doors, and whoever else was in there, many of those people did not live in Thornton Township. Should not have been in the building participating in the caucus. That's why I said it was rigged. And obviously, they allowed this. That room should have been cleared, and then people should have started being registered in for the caucus. We had computers on site, so that we could check people that would be registering, making sure that they were able to participate in the caucus. Mike Smith wasn't allowed to do that. I wasn't allowed to do that. So essentially, they chose to leave everybody that they knew was basically supporting Superman Henry outside in the cold. And, you know, fair is fair. If the people would have had the opportunity to participate and we would have lost, we could have took that. But to be cheated in such a way, such a slimy way, I expect more from an NFL player who competed on the highest level. Compete in politics on the highest level. He couldn't beat us. We had the crowd outside. You all saw it. Just report the truth. Anybody got a question for me? Cool.
They don't even care about you talking, sir. Get the fuck out the damn way.
In regards, I want to speak in regards to the rules. The rules were not provided to any of the candidates beforehand.
The rules don't need provided, dummy. They was public access to them.
Caucus was going to do. Secondly, they targeted and limited the voters of the entire Thornton Township. They wanted.
Why should the rules be provided to you when they're public information, Dodo?
Against the caucus rules. When you read the caucus guide to let you know that if you are a Democrat and you have voted in the March 20th primary, you are able to come in and to take part in that caucus. They ruled that out, as well as they issued badges to individuals to come in that were a part of the Democrats of Thornton Township. I also want to lay the fact that you must be qualified, meaning be a resident of Thornton Township. Napoleon Harris is not a resident of Thornton Township. Napoleon Harris lives at 1405 Donkey Lanes in Flossmoor, Illinois. In order to be a township supervisor, you are supposed to be a duly qualified resident.
He is a resident. Part of Flossmoor is in the township, you dummy.
Qualified resident of this township. When you talk about as well as nominations, when nominations are set forth, the chairman is supposed to call for nominations. He never called for any nominations. He only nominated himself.
He didn't nominate himself. Somebody else did, a delegate.
To just a lot of seniors and residents not having that opportunity.
Doxing people on live TV, dumb.
Residents, amputated legs. I mean, we just had so many people that came out to support, and we weren't given that opportunity to support our supervisor, which I feel disenfranchised the voters of Thornton.
I thought he was supposed to be the secretary, the administrative assistant.
The judge said no.
To him being the administrative assistant, right?
That's correct.
I want to do a relationship moving forward with you guys. I pray that this is the starting point so we can talk. I know these ladies on the spot when he's outside, so hopefully that it goes up from here and you actually take the opportunity to hear our side, post our side, and you post their side. That's fine, but at least be fair about it. Don't just post one side and negative narratives and don't give us the opportunity to showcase what we do. I would have loved for you guys to show up to the turkey drive. We have 33,000 people that we fed. We had a lot of
33,000 people.
Coming up. We also have a Christmas food giveaway. We're doing the same thing as the turkey.
Brittany Norwood did second it.
Stay tuned to that. Again, reach out to KP. If you got any questions that relates to us moving. Thank y'all so much for giving us the opportunity to be heard. Thank you. Yeah, we go.
Channel 7?
Yeah.
Made in Texas, paid it too. I like it.
Shut up, Million. Oh my God. Okay, that's the end of the press conference. Y'all, I'm going to do something real petty right now. I'm going to do something real petty right now. I'm going to apologize in advance if I offend anybody. But look, imagine that you are a whole mayor, a political figure, supposed to be representing the people of your city, and you show up and y'all up there looking like this at the podium.
Baby. And that's exactly how
Y'all
they
come get
look.
me. Y'all come get me.
Look.
Y'all come get me. Imagine. You are the
Put your hand out.
supervisor of a
Put your hand
township.
out. Yeah.
Imagine you a supervisor of a township and you are representing people who make over 6 figures, and you get to the podium and this is what's behind you. Help me make it make sense for people to go and take you seriously, and this is what you got behind you, the gang green gang. You know what, ma'am, please.
That's
Okay.
too funny.
Sorry.
It's funny because it's so accurate, isn't it?
I'm sorry. Let me put this up here again. You at the podium. Imagine me at the podium. Look at me. I'm looking like Lauren Bacall. I'm looking like Lauren Bacall at the podium. And I get ready to speak, and this is what step up behind me. What? They all look like they dirty. They all got a little dirt on them. What are we doing? What? Okay, a whole
not
bunch
long
of
enough
nothing.
to get to all them crevices. So
A whole bunch of nothing. Okay,
I know he probably got
imagine.
an older.
Just imagine you get up there and you got a whole bunch of criminals behind you, and you trying to tell somebody that something illegal happened to you. Yet the man that looked like this big one here with his stomach out was illegally appointed to whatever seat you supposedly put him in, because he wasn't vetted or board approved. Krigley don't even have a job at the township. William have a job he don't even show up to because he be so busy minding Dalton, Illinois business.
The business that don't pay him.
Darlene only showing up because she paid for part of her husband's funeral. Allegedly.
And she probably be getting them free food boxes and stuff.
Girl, I'm beating this keyboard all the way up. I was beating this keyboard up while they was talking, because when this came to my mind, I had to do it. I was like, because that was insane. Imagine it. Imagine that. Imagine you ask a 150,000 residents to vote these people in the office.
Imagine having busloads of people to support them.
Okay, imagine that. Imagine that you up there, 150,000 people, and this is what's behind you, and you asking these people who make 6 figures to vote these people in office. Help me. Somebody help me.
Can Michael Smith just not find a regular job?
No, Tiffany got to help him get all his jobs. I told y'all, he's like the bad baby that sits in the back seat. Because y'all see, every time she be on Zoom, he be in the back seat. She be like, turn the camera off. What?
He needed her to get him an administrative assistant position. Like, come on, Dots. What's going on? And what, he was gonna be the clerk on her ticket? He the clerk?
Yes. And he has to handle important documents, important personal information. He just doxed this man on national TV. Now how? Who?
Hello.
Who would do that? Who wants
them handling his documents? Because all he gonna do is he gonna make a copy for himself and put it in the personal file.
Justin, you said she's going in to have some personal interviews with people. Listen, she can, and I'm gonna tell you, they're not gonna put it on until later tonight. It'll probably be like 9:00 when they show any of this stuff. So I was thinking about coming back on later tonight, probably around about really late, probably about 11 or 12, so that I'm gonna try to find a better copy of the press conference because we couldn't hear. Or I will try to turn on the subtitles so that we can see what she's saying. I don't know. I'll decide later. You guys get tired of seeing me. I know that for a fact. But yeah, this is unbelievable.
All right, well,
personal interviews, right, to say the same thing, to show them some
exactly.
emails from 2022 that say they can't vote by mail. That's crazy. The gang, I'm dying here. I bet I know which one is Keith Price. Okay, you better tell nasty hood booger. They said it, not me. Okay, let me go over some comments that I highlighted again.
Nobody paid the gas. Ciao.
Let me go over some comments that I highlighted.
Tiffany seemed like the type to wait for the pink notice before she started really worrying about it.
Edwin Turner said, she has no one of credibility to back her. This is what Edwin Turner said.
No one. I agree, Edwin.
I don't know why you're thinking that people are dumb and they're not seeing what's behind you. It's what you surround yourself with that's the problem. Tia Maricross says, she does not respond to email because she cannot read above a second grade level and her grammar is horrible. She does not want to be teased with a poorly written response to an email.
And she could just use ChatGPT, but she's too stupid to use that.
Black Pearl said she forgot she sent out her intended team to everyone and asked them to vote for that ticket. She been sending out these illegal texts and she got people's information by you registering for these events that she has. Ask yourself how she got your phone number and your email and how she's doing that. That's how.
Well, you know, she don't need to do that. There's systems that you can use that has everybody in that township's email, phone number, address.
Not if they on the do not call.
But she could still get the information though. They'll still get the information.
If they on that do not call, guess what they can do? They can sue her for her contact.
Now they can't do that.
Because she's they're so crazy. On do not call. So y'all go right now in the township and go to the do not call list and put your phone number on it. And if you didn't give her your information, you need to find out how she got it. Because if you register for an event in the township, she should not be using those listings in order to contact you.
But she can mail them. She can mail them, and she
Black
can
Pearl
knock on your door.
says she forgot. She said, "Oh no." Here, Mr. Troy says she didn't have a certified assessor. She didn't want to talk about that, Mr. Troy. She just wanted to show you this hand and tell you that the people was outside. The people was outside. The people was outside. The people was outside.
The elderly people was outside with
walkers, and I didn't see nobody
oxygen.
With oxygen tank. Now she highly exaggerating. I'm sure there was people that had walkers. I didn't see them. They might have been on the bus, and I didn't see any oxygen tanks. But yeah. Finding Good says the truth don't need piecing together. You better say it. Now I'm in church. Now you better come on with that word. Okay? You're stupid if you enter a game and don't know the rules. Dots got up there talking stupid like he normally do and said nobody was given the rules. Everybody was given the rules weeks ago, and it was placed on the Township of Illinois website at the top of the year. I'm just saying. I gave y'all the website where you could go and click on it for yourself. Daryl Higgins says he should be passing out applications. I'm dead. Finding Good says sharing a private address. I said, okay, y'all saw it. And if I was Napoleon, that litigation would be coming.
Hello.
Judge Petty.
Because what's his address?
Your job, huh?
Because what's Mike's address?
1-800 lock you up.
We know what it needs to be.
What's the
address to the jail? Look, what's the address to the federal prison?
If Judge Petty said it's your job to look and follow the rules. You're a grown man. Ain't nobody gonna spoon feed you, you dirty pedophile. Come on. See,
Come on,
Petty. See,
PDF
Judge Petty,
file.
that's how you do it now. Now
Come
you can
on,
roll with us. Now you can roll with us
PDF
now.
file.
Okay, you can roll with us. And then Made in Texas said, girl, go pay your rent. Stop playing
Please,
with the people.
please.
Stop
You
playing with the
talking
people.
about everybody else's bills. You don't pay your own.
Oh, Justin is threatening to come. Justin, don't you threaten me with a good time. Come on here and see what happened. You ain't gonna want to leave. Come here and see what happened, is what I'm telling you.
Look,
Okay?
Justin, let's find that.
Yeah, they
What?
need to be asking, the news people need to be asking, well, who authorized you to use the buses? Did you think
Hello.
using the buses was appropriate? No, it was
Hello.
not. They said they don't get tired of seeing me. Thank y'all so much.
Justin, you need a profile
She
picture.
actually was not late for this event. She was not late. What she was
What
not
she
realizing,
was
what she
waiting in the
wasn't
damn.
realizing was that this was not a township event and she was not in charge. So when Napoleon banged that gavel and told her, "Yeah, out of order, man,"
No, she wasn't late, but
that's when
what she
she found out.
was waiting in a warm car, thinking that she had some type of privilege and she was gonna be able to just step on through with her people.
Yeah, and that's what she thought. Really, she thought that. She thought that this was a township event and that she was going to be able to just say
Yeah,
something and people were just going to move. The
yeah,
reason
yeah, yeah.
for
She thought
it
she was gonna.
being the reason for it being in Homewood is that it was neutral ground and nobody had influence over anyone.
She
Okay?
thought as soon as she got out that car, the line was gonna part and make a big old space for her and her people to come right on through.
I want to talk about this right here because I'm gonna get ready to tell y'all the story. Okay. So mom's YouTube account says older people are more vulnerable. That's why she targets them. I want to talk about that because let me tell you a story. So yesterday I had to take my mom to an appointment and we're in the car. And I tell her I got to get back home today because I have to go live, for the meeting. My mom proceeds to ask me what's happening with this whole situation. She's heard it on the radio. She's heard it here. She heard it. My mom is 72 years old. She can vote. She asked me so many questions that astounded me. I finally was like, this is why she's targeting the seniors. Because my mom was like, okay, well, why doesn't she just do this? I'm like, Mom, she's stealing money. What do you mean? Why don't she just do this? She's stealing money. That's why she's targeting the seniors. Because they will be sympathetic to her. They will be like, oh, okay, well, just get it right, baby.
But just
That's what they do.
to add on to that though, let's be very clear. She is a supervisor over the township services. And the services that she offers is bingo. The services that she offers is food and stuff like that. Most of the people who use and take advantage of those services are going to be senior citizens.
First of all,
So,
mind you, these were things that were already happening
right. But
before
the
she
thing
even
is,
took over. They
but the
just were
thing
not
is,
happening to this magnitude, meaning
right.
that those big gifts weren't being given away. Frank never gave away stuff like washers, dryers, refrigerators, TVs. He never
It's
did
really
that.
against the law, to be honest. It's supposed to be against the law for her to be able to do that. But I don't know how she's able to do it, but
This is
what
absolutely
I'm saying is, yeah, she uses the taxpayers' money to pretty much campaign all year round to the senior citizens. She wouldn't be able to use the taxpayers' money to campaign to somebody like you or I, are younger than us. We don't want no damn bingo. We want some damn real food. We don't want your food boxes. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, she took away the services that people absolutely really needed, which was the mental health.
yeah,
There
mental health
was
is
a
something that
mental health portion of the general assistance that has always been there for people to be able to go and get mental health sessions and things that nature that they need. You know, people are being overwhelmed right now, and they need to be able to talk to someone. And she took that all away. There were counselors and doctors and all of these things at the township, and she fired all of these people and got rid of this whole thing.
Because
So
she want to use the taxpayers' money to campaign,
I
and
mean, for me,
she's not going to be successful campaigning through the mental health.
yes, the food comes for the food bank. These people are absolutely not missing any food. They can go anywhere and get a food box. She don't have to give it to them. They can go. There's other food places, banks. There's food pantries. Man, you would not believe the amount of church food pantries that are available to you on a Saturday. You can literally ride around to all of them until 12 o'clock and get food.
But you know, she delivers her food boxes.
She can do whatever she want, but ain't nobody gonna miss that because they can go, like I said,
And she
anywhere
cuts your
around the city
lawn.
and
She
do
cuts
that.
the lawn to
She
the
ain't cutting
seniors.
nobody's lawn, and that's a service that is been done. And
But
right
what I'm
now we
saying
in the
is,
winter. We in the winter. Ain't nobody getting their lawn cut.
but
Lawn
this is
cutting
how she
services is over.
campaigns. This is how she campaigns
And if
her
you listen to
personal
that,
campaign
if you
by
listening to
doing
that, you crazy.
the township by
Okay,
offering
well if you
township
listening to
services.
it, you crazy.
Yeah,
That's what I'm telling you. You crazy if you listening to it
them
because
old folks is listening,
yeah,
and
well
their ears wide
they can
open.
be listening all they want to. What needs to happen is that their children or someone, you know, needs to just speak with them. I know that Clean House 2025 is going to be making their rounds and doing their due diligence. There's always tea with the trustee. For me personally, I would like to see a few things implemented in the township. I would like to see a tea with the trustees implemented at the township so that the seniors are able to ask the township trustees something just like, you know, they can ask Dalton's residents can ask them. At the same time, not all of these municipalities, there are 17 of them, use resources from the township because
I
they
was
have
just
their
about
own
to
things.
say,
They have their own things set up in their own villages, in their
you
own
know the fucked up
municipalities for
thing.
their constituents.
You know the fucked up thing about going against Tiffany is that while she gets to use the taxpayers' money to still campaign and ride around and do all the stuff towards the people, if you want to compete against her on the same level, you have to actually go out of your own pocket. You know, you got to drive around in your own damn car while she's in township and village vehicles driving around knocking on doors. You got to put your own gas in your car. You got to, I mean, you literally have to do everything that she's doing, but out your own pocket. And that's the messed up part because she's using taxpayer dollars to campaign.
Yeah. I mean, for me, this is gaslighting, propaganda, all those things at once. It's a little bit insane to me, and it's very hard to follow. So I can see why the seniors are confused because it's very hard to follow once she begins to convolute the topics, the towns, and the process. Once you begin to cross those things, and she knows she can confuse the seniors like that, that's the part for me. This is the comment of the day. Tiff is mad because she got outplayed by a big dog. Napoleon is a real politician. She didn't dot her I's, cross her T's. No slate, no certified successor equals what? A dummy.
Tiffany.
Okay. Okay, that too. That too.
They're synonymous. Look, those are synonyms.
Listen, I can only speak for me, I have enjoyed being with you all this afternoon. I really want to come back late tonight. It will be a late night edition of all in the queue. I might have to put my bonnet on. I don't know, because it's going to be late. I ain't going to stay this glammed up, that's for sure.
Okay.
But I want to come back later tonight so that we can begin to have a conversation about everything that we saw today, but properly, because I need to. And listen, we need to get this sorted out. We need to get this. We need to get this right here. We need to get this sorted out. This mess right here. We need to get that sorted out.
That is definitely a mess.
We need to get it sorted out. But I want to come back and let's begin to look up the laws, since we're talking about them. I want to try to be able to find, what I want to find. A lot of the laws were put out there today by a lot of people. But we have the Caucus guide, we have the Township website, and I want to be able to talk about a few other things that I have on my mind when it comes to this. And let's talk about Napoleon. Let's talk about him. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have the conversation. All opinions are welcome. We're going to talk about it late tonight, y'all, because I got to go feed my children. They're going to start wondering if they're going to eat sometime or another. Yep, because Tiffany thought her crowd was going to. She did, but she didn't even have all of the slates. So the people outside was irrelevant. Y'all let me know if I come back late tonight. It's a Thursday night. I don't know if y'all can stay up. If y'all want me to come back, then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I can't speak for Minion, but I am. I'm gonna come back and see.
I might want to do a little show on my channel, so maybe we could switch it up. I don't know, but
okay. I don't care.
I definitely got some things I wanna actually say about some people. So
Kinda good on the. Well, he said he on the West Coast, so he happy because anytime I come back, it's still gonna be early for him. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I find it really nice to hear about the residents being able to go to food banks whenever they want. I'm sad to say that in Jefferson County, Alabama, they offer food one Saturday a month. Wow. And you know what, Chastity? You absolutely need to start getting involved with your government and change that and find out why.
But they have churches.
Find out why.
I
don't know. In her area, I don't know if there are, in Illinois, there are exorbitant amount of churches. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's one literally on every corner. But me knowing Alabama and living in Alabama, that's not the case. There could be a church here and then way, 20 minutes away.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. And I guess it depends on where right. In Alabama are you in a more rural place?
Right. So, maybe that's something that you all need to change. Maybe that you all need to come together, form a nonprofit, and then have places like Walmart, Target donate their non-expired food and see what you can do. Thank you, love helping out, for subscribing to Minion. Thank you so much. Minion, Judge Petty, Critical Smoker. It's 11:12 p.m. Here's what's your time, Super Producer. Okay, so it's 11:12 p.m. It's 4:13 p.m. So it'll be morning time again when you see me. If you come on tonight, it'll be morning for you. Jesus, it's 4:13 p.m. Mom, if you have to, just catch the replay. Okay, but I don't want you to be asleep at work. Here in West Palm Beach, Florida, are also lots of food banks. Yeah, more populated areas have more. Basically Alabama, I would say, is a food desert in some places. That's why you all need to come together, form a nonprofit, and go and get these grants out here for these food deserts. There are so many of them. Get them, start you a garden, have that way you'll have funds, access to get food shipped in. Okay. Yeah. Where I live, it can go on once a week for food. Plus other pantries offer food. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Me and maybe Minion's gonna do maybe his own show, and maybe I'm gonna do my own show, bounce back and forth. Do the best.
Right.
Okay. Do the best.
But whatever you do, make sure you subscribe to All in the Queue. Make sure that you subscribe to Minion with Opinion. Also, if you're feeling generous or if you're feeling supportive, I know Tiffany has a lot of supporters, so maybe we can get some supporters on our end as well. Right. So there's hope for us. But we left our cash apps at the bottom. If you guys are feeling generous, we would definitely appreciate the support. If you haven't done so, like the video. If you want to click off the little chat real quick and go ahead and press that little like button, it may take 2 seconds. But I'm sure super producer would really appreciate it. We really enjoyed you guys tonight or this afternoon. I did. Let me speak for myself because super producer like to speak for us. So let me speak for myself.
You so petty. You are so petty. Listen, super producer wishes nothing but blessings for your life. If you're listening to me and it's nighttime for you, get some rest. I hope you have a beautiful day tomorrow. And just enjoy it. Love on your families. Get involved in your government. As you can see, you need to do that. And I'll see you guys in about 6 or 7 hours. Maybe I'll come on late, do 1 hour, and then we'll go over and see Minion.
Oh, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do a little switch up.
That's what we'll do. Okay.
All right.
All right. Love you guys.
And if you're going to sleep, before you say that, if you're going to sleep, we so appreciate being the last 2 faces that you're going to see before you close your eyes.
And we do. Love you so much. You guys have a great one.
Politics, fashion, subjects that trend are all in the queue and mentions opinion. Come and have a seat. You might find a treat or exclusive sneak peek. Double up, you all know what's up. Double up, we about to blow up. Double up, it's time to show up. Minion with opinion and all in the queue. Nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, with the fast on the test room. On the triple up. The queue, on the topic, make way for us to come through. On the queue, nobody gonna stop us. Double up on the topic, getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop on the topic.